Hello? Oh, I'm not muted. Hello, everyone. What's up? What is up? It's Friday, and hopefully for many of you, the last day of work for like a couple. Hopefully you get a week off. Hopefully you get at least a week off. One second here. I forgot to put the tweety out. Let me notify everyone on the really shitty platform that I'm live. 1 second, repost, no, not repost, undo repost, quote, live right now. Come join in. Not like you're working today. There we go. So happy last day of work for most of you. I'm hoping. Okay, so what are we doing today? What are we doing today? That's a good question. I'm gonna plug in my light because I don't have proper lighting right now. That's what I'm gonna do. So it's the week before Christmas. Everything's hectic. I was wrapping presents like 2 minutes ago. So this week is kind of like the mulligan week for the channel, where it's like, hey, we're gonna do some nice simple stuff on stream for this week. And what I've decided is this week is revisit week, okay? So we've been taking a look at printers that we've checked out earlier in the year, but we haven't really used since, like, we've done an unboxing and chill type stream, and we printed a few things to make sure it works, and then it goes into the room of forgotten printers and gets forgotten until I give it away. So I figure, hey, let's take a second look at them, because a lot of these printers, when they first ship, they're usually not the greatest. Let's be honest. Even the current gold standard of consumer printers had shipping issues and, you know, issues with firmware. That's right, I'm talking about Prusa. Bamboo had it too. And so has Creality, and so has, you know, King Rune. It's pretty much everyone, when they ship their printer, it's becoming like video games, where it's like, we'll fix it in post, and we'll only fix it if people complain. So it's kind of cool to take a second look at printers a couple months after the review, because what usually happens is the reviews and the first impressions and the initial impressions, it's all based on your initial view of it. I got all the overlays on. There's all the overlays. You can tell we had a member stream yesterday. So everyone's initial opinions of a printer are kind of clouded, because you're taking a look at a printer in its literal worst state, because everything gets better now with software updates, which is good. But on the downside, when you buy it, you have the early adopter tax or fee, or in the case of some printers, the you know, for those who supported the Kanata or Kanomi or whatever the hell it is on Kickstarter, the upside down Delta thingamabobber, yeah, Kokoni soda, that's what it is. So I figure, hey, it's been a couple months for some of these printers. Some of these printers have been a while. So today we're taking a look at the M5C, which is Ankermake's budgeter printer. I'm not calling it a budget printer, but I'm calling it a budgeter printer. So we printed with this earlier this year, and truth be told, it prints really good. Like, no cap, for real, as the kiddies would say. It actually prints really good. The downside is it's got like a web-only app, and you have to use it with a phone. So I got my burner phone; it's charged up. Let me actually turn it on. So we're gonna take another look at it because it's been a couple months, and we're just gonna get it printing, take another look things at it. But before I do that, I gotta make some room because as you can see, like this is what I finished off last night. I'll add it to the pile, and by pile I mean the overflowing garbage that I forgot to empty. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 other empty spools here. I've got a box of armor parts here. When the client asks what color, when you ask the client what color they want their print, and they say they don't care, you get this. This is the left rear shin guard. So if you're wondering how big the boots are, actually it goes like this, I think. Yeah, it goes like this. So if you're wondering how big your shin guards are, this is the back. By the way, I've totally been sleeping on the AMS and the filament rollover feature. I knew it had it, but I haven't actually used it until I actually got it set up properly for this project that I'm working on. And for those that don't know, I'm building a set of T45 power armor from Fallout series. Holy shit. Auto filament rollover is like the dumbest thing that I'm like, why the hell have I not been using it? Oh my God, it has made these giant projects so much easier. And the first person that makes a Bamboo equivalent AMS, like by equivalent, I mean, it works as good as Bamboo Labs' enclosed AMS. I don't give a shit about the cheap light one. The enclosed AMS with the Hydra mod, so you can actually fit proper spools in it. The first person to make something like that, literally copy it, I don't care, copy it, and make it Clipper compatible or compatible with Marlin, you win the money. I will buy it from you. Or you can send it to me for review for free, but I'll buy it from you. So literally, this is an open call to any company. Copy the shit out of that. Just make an open source version of it. Let's be honest. All it is you can build it using some printed parts, some rollers, and like literally the cheapest extruder you can buy on the market. All it's got to do is when button get pushed, swap to next spool. So the first person to come out with like a cheap off-the-shelf version that just plugs into existing machines, do it 3D Chameleon style, even, where it just auto rolls over without the printer even needing to use firmware. You win the money, because holy shit, that is so helpful when I'm doing a big project like this. You just don't worry about spools. You just keep it full of spools, and it'll just roll over. And you just keep printing. You don't got to worry about, oh, I've got 300 grams left, and this part needs 295. I'm cutting it close. Won't the new Chameleon work? I don't know if the Chameleon has the logic to do rollover. Because the thing with the 3D Chameleon is you do need a sensor in the tool head to tell the Chameleon, hey, I'm out of filament. But then the Chameleon needs to have a way of telling the printer it's out of filament to pause for a second. And the Chameleon only receives, it can't talk to the printer. It only receives instructions from the printer. So it need a little bit of work. ERCFA does it. Yeah, the ERCFA does it. You could do an ERCFA and do the same thing, but the thing about the AMS I like is the built-in buffer. So with ERCFA 2 and it having a buffer, I think it's got some sort of buffer. Yeah, seriously, like have it like Phoenix. For those that don't know how Phoenix works, it's got its IDEX and it's macroed up and whatnot. It's got sensors at the spool for filament runout, and it's got sensors at the tool head for loading the filament. So how the Phoenix works is if you're printing with 2 spools, you're printing with 1 tool head. If that tool head detects that the spool is empty, it'll just switch over to the other tool head with the full spool, and then you could reload the empty spool while it's on the first tool head, and then when that one empties, you can switch. So on Phoenix, theoretically, as long as you pay attention enough to swap out your spool every time it empties before the next spool empties, you can print infinitely on that thing, which, by the way, I also managed to kill one of these 5 kilogram Polymaker ABS spools. So if you're wondering how heavy the power armor is going to be, I've used this up already. It's going to be heavy, and I like that. So let's move these out of the way. I need another box. My box is full. I've already managed to fill up one giant box. Well, the box the Cocoa Press came in with parts. By the way, for those like nitpicky people at home, This is printed on the Bamboo with its 0.4 nozzle. It's the E3D high flow obsidian though. So this is printed on the Bamboo with Voron spec strength settings and its default whatever the ABS speed setting is. This is printed on my LDO Voron V2 300, 0.6 nozzle, 0.25 layer height. So this is 0.2 layer height, this is 0.2 layer 5. This printed ever so slightly faster, and I honestly can barely tell the difference between them, print quality wise. Like there's really, like, yeah, they're different filaments. Obviously, this is several different filaments, but like in terms of like print quality and whatnot, yeah, it's damn near the same. You can't really tell. So it's kind of funny. Once you get a good printer, they all print good, and you take the time to tune the profile. They just print good. So I need that. I need that. Are you painting with brush or spray? I'm going to be spray painting. So the current plan is basically do the exact same process that I did with the Mando armor, but different. So like this part just finished. So here's my knee. Also, this has this goes down to about here. So I'm going to get that printing right now. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting the prints ready because we already got the one color. So I'm just swapping this out, and then we'll get the ankermake over here. Ankermake have an FDM machine coming soon with AMS, and it's supposed to run Clipper. Or Elegoo. Yeah, I seen that. It's 300. It's got an AMS equivalent. The problem is I've yet to see one of these. A bunch of companies are working on AMSs. Which is that what the term is now going to be for that system? Like you have the MMU system and then an AMS system. What does AMS even stand for? Automated Material System? Is that what does AMS actually stand for? So anyways, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? We're going to just get this print going and then I'll swap over. By the way, tree supports are awesome. Also, I don't know, Polymaker, what's up with this spool? This one spool is stringing. I really don't care because it's wispy strings and this whole thing's getting bondoed and sand. I got bondo right here. Bondoed and sanded and whatnot. So I really don't care about wispy strings. It's just, the other spool didn't give me wispy strings. So I'm wondering if it's a little wet. It's a 5 kilogram spool. I'm not going to bother dehydrating it. Automatic material selector. That might be it. That might be it. Automatic material selector sounds like it could be it. Put a little bit more goo gunk on the bed, and now I got to restart this printer. Because I lost webcam feed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. By the way, if you haven't entered yet, every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. And this is a live stream. So we're going to give away a spool of Polymaker filament at the end of the stream. So at the end of the stream, or before the end of the stream, make sure you enter, link in the video description, enter for your chance to win. Make sure you answer the skill testing question right. It's not a trick question. It's literally just, you know, to make sure you're a real human being. You know, bots can do it, but I figure most people are too lazy to try with bots. So anyways, check that out, link in the video description. And while you're down there, don't forget to check the other links, affiliate links. Don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're feeling generous, gift memberships to others. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. So there we go. Automatic materials, a moist sponge. Yeah, so it's a moist sponge. Actually, I like that. That sounds good. A moist sponge. Also, it did tree supports all the way up here just to support this, like, support nothing. I love when tree supports are like, I'm going to support this. And it like goes right across your print volume just to support that one little thing. But like, look at this, look at this. Look at this. I freaking love tree supports. Like compared to the, I am using so much less extra filament on this build compared to the Mando armor, because the Mando armor, I didn't have tree supports because they weren't really a thing back then, because I printed it, most of it last summer. So, and I was using Super Slicer and Bamboo Studio, because some of it was printed on the Bamboo. Most of it was on Vorons though, and the FL Sun. But yeah, the fact that I'm using, like, this is it. So to print this giant knee part, okay, which, holy shit, that's gonna be huge. I'm gonna have to walk all bow-legged in this thing. This is it. This weighs nothing, because this is one wall. Like, this weighs nothing. In terms of support, so just put in perspective how much support I wasted on this one part. So we're gonna put that there. I'm gonna need something. I'll use this. That on, tear. So I think I threw some out. Let me grab it. Yeah, so we got this. Yeah. So in terms of like wasted filament for this giant knee, 100 grams? 100 grams of filament, which, you know, it is 100 grams of filament that's going right in the garbage. But compared to the amount of support you would have needed with traditional supports, that's got to be a fraction of it easily. I mean, it's less than a failed print for the most part. I'll take it. What do I think about the new FL Sun S1? I think what everyone else thinks. No freaking clue, because nobody has one. There's nothing to think about a printer until somebody has it. Because right now, it's the same motors everyone else uses. It's a hot end that everyone else uses. It's firmware everyone else uses. It's just built in the way whatever FL Sun did, with any special sauce they might have thrown in. And we don't know until somebody has the printer. Nobody has the printer. Apparently I'm getting one. They said they were gonna send me one. So when it shows up, I'll play with it. But until then, I ain't got the printer. So I got nothing to say on it. So that's kind of the thing. There you go. So that's one knee. So now I can heat this up and print the rest of the knee. And case light on. There we go. There we go. Light on. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, here's the knee. Here's my face compared to the knee guard. And then this comes down to about here, and then this is down about here. So I'm printing these parts now. Will the Revo Roto head fit on a Prusa Mark II S? Well, oops, sorry. My Prusa's doing a really good job at holding up my apron. Considering, oh, I have the fan off. I gotta put the fan back on. I had to take the fan off to check the serial number for E3D. Here it is on a Prusa Mark III. So considering it fits on a Prusa Mark III, I'm assuming it'll fit on a Prusa Mark II. So there you go. This is the Revo Roto on a Prusa Mark III. So considering it works on this, I'm assuming it'll work on a Prusa Mark IV. I don't see why it wouldn't. Now I did miss somebody, Spice King gifted 5 community memberships. Appreciate it. Thank you. What infill percent would you recommend for cosplay to keep police light but strong enough? Not so much the infill, it's gonna weigh a lot, because the problem is like parts like these are really big, they're really thin. They're only like, what, half a centimeter thick? So I printed all these parts, 3 walls, 20% infill. Yeah. Is it available? What's available? Oh, like files? Those files are available for the Mark III on E3D's printables page. I don't know if Mark II files are. You might have to like, I don't know if there's any difference in the toolhead mount between the two, but you're gonna have to figure that out on your own. Because that's something, unfortunately, I don't know. Okay, so that goes there. That's printing. I'm gonna try filament dowels in this to see how it works, see how that goes. So let's actually do what we're gonna do today. this machine. So grabbing this machine, it's kind of weird because I grabbed it. It's been sitting in storage. It's been just on the back shelf for a couple months now. I forgot how well built this is. This thing is solid. Like, this is a solid machine. I forgot how solid this thing is. Let's power it up. Wow, look at the screen on it. So we got my throwaway phone. So for those that don't know, for printers like this, I don't install apps on my main phone. I don't trust them. It's especially, you know, overseas and whatnot. There's the whole great firewall thing going on. But basically, I don't trust any of these proprietary apps on my phone because I don't want them having access to my camera or anything like that. So I don't install any apps for any of these printers that require apps on my phone. If they have a web UI, like Clipper, I'll use that, which, where's my, right? Oh, it would help if I took the cover off. There we go. So yeah, I don't trust any of those apps. So Bamboo Handy, whatever Ankermate's app's called. I keep this little burner phone around. It's got nothing on it. It's connected just to the Wi-Fi, and I use it for this kind of stuff. So if, you know, something, remember, it's not Anker's security you got to worry about. It's not Bamboo doing whatever with your data you got to worry about. Honestly, it's what happens if a third party gets into their network. And considering I've heard and seen, you know, this happen to several companies already, like how many times does a bank get hacked? Honestly, I'm not worried about Bamboo and what they're going to do with my data, because I know what they're going to do with my data. They're just going to harvest it all and sell it all. That's what, you know, any company that collects data does, Facebook too. But I'm worried about what happens if Bamboo's security shit and somebody gets into it. Or Anker. I'm not just picking on Bamboo. Any company that uses an app. So at least this is a separate network. I do have the network out here is compartmentalized to the network inside my house, but it's still, I still have to get internet access because these apps don't work without the internet, especially the Anker app. So this is gonna be really awkward. So I gotta log in here. What's my password? What did I make my password? It doesn't remember my password. Shit. Done? That is not the password. Uh-oh. I can't remember the password. Well, that's one thing because all these things have like, oh, you need 8 characters and a letter and this and that, and it's gotta be 12 characters long. I forgot my password. I can't use my printer. Can I recover the password? Forgot password. There we go. Okay, send the email. Verify I'm not a robot. Okay. Done. Send email. Okay, so I sent that to my email. Password reset. Reset password. There we go. New password. Let me zoom in so you can't see the keyboard. We're going to call it What do you mean they don't match? There we go. There we go. Reset password. Password reset successfully. Okay. The password is broccoli1. It's hunter12. And if you type, remember kids, if you type your password out in chat, YouTube knows that because they know all your passwords and it'll auto block it. So watch, like I'm gonna watch, so you can't see my keyboard. So let me do this. So I'm gonna type, this is actually the password for my YouTube account. So if you type it out, see YouTube automatically, you can see in chat, YouTube automatically censors it because they know what your password actually is. So if you type out your password for like your YouTube account, it'll just, you know, go right to stars. Please don't be an idiot. Like, please don't actually fall for this. But yeah. And if you fall for it, oh my God. But, you know, I got to put a disclosure on there because somebody's dumb and will fall for it. Done. Sign in. Okay, so we're signed in. We're connected to the printer. Home. Also, this totally wasn't a bait to drive engagement for chat. So anyways. Okay, there's home the Z. The Z's a little loud on this machine, I will say. And also, it's been sitting for a couple months. Yeah, we got flats on the V wheels already. Okay. So that homed. It's homing according to the app. Okay. Oh, it's doing. Does it do probe? Does it do nozzle probing? Yeah, it's nozzle probing. Do we have new firmware? We're going to be doing that in a second. If I could figure out how to update the firmware on here. Also, somebody asked it earlier. The giveaway stream is next Saturday, not this Saturday. Somebody thought the giveaway stream was this weekend. It's next weekend. I don't think we have as much as last year, but I kind of don't want to make it a massive thing. I just like, you know, we're just going to hang out on New Year's Eve, shoot the shit, and give away some stuff. I kind of want it to be a more fun thing and not people like just completely only here because I'm giving away like a massive printer. I don't even think we have a printer kit to give away, but it's just a whole bunch. Like we got 50 spools of Polymaker filament. I just confirmed with Nicholas. So we got like 50 spools of Polymaker filament, a bunch of Qforge licenses, $100 Silver Fox Industry gift card. So if somebody wants to build a Nerf gun, we've got a bunch of components from LDO, and I got to check my emails. I think there's like one or two more things. So it's just going to be a bunch of stuff we'll just give out throughout the hours and whatnot. Because, you know, Joel did a big one already, and his was for charity. So I don't want to do like a massive giveaway thing and just, you know. Okay, so how do we update? Okay, so that's that printer. Okay, can I update it? Settings. Access, okay. Allow ankermake to access this device's location. So right off the bat, it's asking to know where the printer is. So I guess we'll allow it because I kind of have to. Firmware. Okay. I got a button that says firmware update. Okay. Added support for connecting to the M5C display. So there's a display for this printer now. I don't have one. Fixed issues with jam. Okay. Update. So we're updating the printer. So apparently there's a screen now for the printer, but I don't have it. Is a giveaway international? Depends on the prizes. Most of them, yes. Like Polymaker ships international, Qforge licenses, it's software. Most of it, I think, yeah, pretty much everything is international, I think, for the most part. Anything that's not international will be called out. PF Dennis gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers, appreciate it. Ice cream cutie, show the back of the shirt. Oh, it's the Paint Money Wubby ugly shirt. Is it the ugly shirt? Yeah, it's the ugly shirt. I like this merch line more than the current one, but I got a few from the current one anyways. Honestly, every shirt I own now is like a brand or a merch shirt from like a YouTuber or a content creator I like, or it's from a company that I've worked with. Like literally all my t-shirts are like swag or like brand shirts that I got at trade shows. For cleaning the print bed on a 3D printer, where you say if you not have alcohol in the property, soapy water. Like if you could take the bed off your printer, just take, like, I'm talking like a flex plate. If it's a printer's got like a flex plate, just take the flex plate, soapy water, Dawn dish soap and water, and when you're done cleaning it, rinse it really good so there's no soapy residue left. Dry it with like a microfiber cloth or paper towels, just make sure you don't got lint on it, and then you're good to go. And then apply whatever you know, if you put bed adhesion helper on it, put that on at that point. We'll get that printing now. There we go. But yeah, you don't need ISO. ISO is great because you just, you know, you just splash it on and it's good to go. Fabrico Shammy gifted 5 community memberships. Actually, I gotta speak to Fabrico himself, the big man, to see about the giveaway, because I don't know if I talked to him yet. I'm really bad with communication. I'll be the first, second, and third to admit that. And I keep I can't remember who I talked to and on what platform, because I talk with so many different people on so many different platforms. I can't, in like email, Twitch, like Twitter, through YouTube, through like, it's like, who am I talking to? Oh, it's beeping. Yeah, Hector. Yeah, I gotta talk to Hector. Is Hector here? Oh no, just shammy. If you need happy help, I'm doing a New Year's Eve giveaway live stream. Anything you want to put in the pot, simple as that. I'm not asking for anything in particular. Just whatever you feel would be good to add to the pot. Let me know, and I'll add it to the list, and we'll do a big cool giveaway thing. Oop. Installing 100%. Please do not shut down. Device will restart automatically. Cool. Oh, it's glowing. Did it glow before? Is the bed adjustable on this printer? Nope. It is a completely rigid bed. You can adjust the V-wheel tension, I think. That's about it. Oh, it's that. I'm hearing a printer leveling, and I'm like, what is this doing? And it's the printer over there. Is this an S8? No, this is an S6, I think. Yeah, it's Samsung. This is the camera, or this is the phone I started this channel with. When it comes to like, if you watch any of my top-down videos on the channel, where it's just you're looking at the green mat and you don't see my face, because I didn't show my face on the channel for a bit at first. It was all recorded with this on a 3D printed mount taped to a stick, and it would just record like this. So this is how I started the channel. So now this is my burner phone, and it's saying it's installing. Please do not shut down. Device will restart automatically. Okay, so we wait. Elf310 gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers, appreciate it. So that's printing. Is that going to swap over soon? I've got like 3 different reds loaded in the AMS right now. Someone has an umbrella. It's raining memberships. Yeah, rain. I don't have, this isn't Twitch, so we don't get no cool thing. Burner? Oh. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. Okay. Is the FISEC Enraged Rabbit kit any good? I don't know. I haven't built one. If anyone has built one, can you chime in? But Too Crazy Keto, cheers for the $4.99. I haven't built one. I've only built one Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder. It was with the DFH kit, which had some teething issues because I got a first revision of the kit, but they corrected any deficiencies, so I'm not going to critique it in a bad way. I'm pretty sure they're fine now. But when I built my ERCFA, it was a very first edition. Like, it had just been released publicly. The manual still was being worked on. Like, it was, I kind of regret building that print, or that when I did. Because yeah, I was like the first one to do it, but it suffered because of that. So now I kind of, in case you guys haven't noticed, I don't really beta test stuff anymore. I usually wait till something's kind of out in public and there's documentation that's good and whatnot before I dive into a build, because we do everything live. ERCFA V2 dropped today. Is it actually public now? I mean, I've known about it for a while. I know, I've seen it. I've got the files, but I haven't actually really looked at it because I am apparently getting a kit though. We will be building an ERCFA V2. And the plan is literally, it's gonna go on either the VZBot or the LDO V2, and it's gonna be my infinite spool thing, so for filament rollover. Or if I ever get a Phoenix, it'll go on that, just for filament rollover. And then multicolor. I don't really do a lot of multicolor. I really like the filament rollover more. Should I buy a FormBot kit? That's up to you. They're okay kits. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the LDO kits. But after the LDO, FormBot's been pretty good, and then I've heard good things about the FormBots. I really don't like FISEC as a company. Seaboard kits they're more budget, but they're functional. Just beware, you might have to replace some shitty fans and the odd bad bearing. That's the problem. As you go down in price on the kits, it's like, let's be honest, a rail is a rail, an extrusion is an extrusion. You're printing your own 3D printed parts or getting them from PIF. So when it comes to, it's more the quality of the components that you pay the extra for, and then also any extras, like the LDO board comes with the tool, or the LDO one comes with pre-made wiring harness, a tool head board, all that extra stuff and whatnot, and it's all nicely labeled, and they have extra instructions for their separate components. Whereas, you know, when I built my FISEC kit back in the day, it was literally what I call a bomb in a box, where it's like somebody just walked down the aisle at AliExpress with a cart and just threw anything that was on the bomb into the cart, and you got what you got, and all the fans on it died. And then I have issues with the tool headboard and the extruder itself. The gears shredded themselves. Like the little set screw, grub screw completely is dead. So I got to rebuild the extruder on that machine. So I got to find actually my second box of Galileo. Yeah, it's right here. But I'm gonna, oh no, this is an empty box. I got a second Galileo too somewhere. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So what we may end up doing is I'm gonna print the parts for a Galileo 2, and we're just gonna put that in the Trident. And I might just get the Trident online with that. And then I might put a, screw it, I might put a Kraken in it. I don't know, we'll see. The T-nuts were a little big to properly fit in the extrusion. Yeah, you're gonna find little quirks with that. Magic Phoenix, I've heard really good things about. Everyone who's built a Magic Phoenix kit has said good things about it. What's it doing? You're already using, oh, so is it updated? Okay, it just kept saying it will restart on its own, and then I hit back, and then I hit the firmware button again, and it's like, oh, you're already on the latest firmware. Okay, so is the firmware updated? Custom RGB light. Ooh, I can turn the light off and on. Save successful. It pops up save successful. Watch, this is annoying. This is what I mean about apps. Okay, okay, I want to turn the light on and load a print. Okay, so turn the light on. Oh, okay, now it works. If I turn that light on and I want to turn the notifications off, like I can't. I gotta wait for this to like refresh. Okay, there we go. So that's that about device. So it's version 3.0.28 for those wondering of firmware, I guess. Version 3.1.25. You're already using the latest version. Nice. Okay, okay. About device. Version 3.0.28. So am I running the newest version of the app? Or is that the app device revision? All right, anyways. Can I unload the filament? I want to unload the filament. How do you unload the filament? Retract? No. There's no unload button? Ankermake? Is there no unload? Explore? Devices, auto level, temperatures. Okay, I'm gonna preheat it for PLA. Move the setup. Yeah, okay, we're gonna home it. Ooh, it turns yellow when it's heating. I just built a Seabor. I actually talked with Seabor, some people from Seabor at Smurf, and we were talking about potentially sending me one of their new. That was a noise. One of their new Trident kits. They're working on a Trident kit that has side-mounted electronics, kind of like how the NX K3 kind of set up, and a few other printers. And I'm like, yeah, I'm down. So we might be building that in the future. So that'll be interesting. Because I haven't built other than V0s, we haven't built an actual proper Voron in a bit, like fully. I think the last like full kit Voron we built was the LDO V2. Have we built a full Voron since the LDO V2? Other than a V0, which, you know, those don't count because we built a billion of them. Okay, so this is I gotta log back into the phone every time I gotta do that. Okay, so it's homed. It's heating up to PLA temperatures. Okay, so the nozzle's at 208. Okay, so retract 60 millimeters. Okay, retract. So it beeped. Okay, retract again. Need to retract more. Am I getting a Phoenix? If one of the vendors who's making a kit sends me a kit, I will. Unfortunately, the actual like cost of one is way outside of my budget. So unfortunately, I will not just be buying one or self-sourcing. Unfortunately, it just, I do not have the budget for that kind of printer. And also, I don't even know where the hell I'd put it. I'd figure out a place to put it. I could easily redo this area of the shop and move some stuff around, because I've got some of the basement sorted out, so some of the stuff might end up moving back downstairs to the downstairs studio, because we don't really use that one too much, in case you haven't realized. But Polylite, ASA. Okay, I gotta have some PLA out here. I've gotta have some PLA out here. Where are you? You're an empty box. You're an empty box. You're an empty box. You're Prusament PLA Super Galaxy. I'm not wasting you. You're ABS. I gotta have some ABS out here. I found some Airy One filament. That's ABS. That's ABS. Oh, that's okay. PVA. Ooh, I found PVA. Ooh. That's ABS. That's PLA. We got some Jesse Green. You know what? We'll do the Jesse Green. Jesse Green PLA. We'll go with that. Are you tangled? You might be tangled. LDO Nighthawk kit when you're at Smurf. I did not. Apparently they're waiting on. There's a revision to it. So I'm waiting on that. I got a Leviathan, but I think actually, where did I get the Leviathan at? I think I got the Leviathan at Smurf. Yeah, you know what it was? I talked with Jason at ERF, or sorry, 3D Printopia, and if I remember correctly, he's like, yeah, we're almost done, but there's like a revision or something we got to adjust on it. So I'm like, cool, just send me one when it's done, I think is what we did. Do TPU? I don't have TPU out here. So I think I just told him just send me one once it's like, you know, in a shipping condition. There we go. So we got some Jesse Limer Green, not lime green, Limer. Also, this Bowden, this reverse Bowden tube is the not the kind you want to use for this. This is a tight Bowden tube, like, you know, the kind you would use for like Capricorn tubing for like a Bowden setup. I don't like it in this setup. It's way too much friction. Pushing the filament through this tube, super annoying. Okay. So move that up. Yeah, they're adding some sort of voltage protection. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. So let's extrude. Okay, filament's going in, filament's coming out. Sweet. Okay. Don't I have the positron kit? Yeah, it's right here on the ground. I'm building, for those that don't know, the positron kit, me and Steve both have positron kits. We are going to be building them together. So we're going to be tag teaming the build. So it'll be one build day for him, one build day for me. So we're going to bounce it back and forth between channels. It's only going to take like 3 or 4 build streams, hopefully. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we're waiting on some updated parts. They're updating some of the parts for the positron. Are you printing off the bed? No, you're still on the bed. I'll take it. Okay, so this thing has its own little app store. All the models on here are from the same guy. They're all from somebody called 3Woo. Hinge Skeleton Reptile. Like everything on their app store here is from the same guy. It's all. Oh no, we got some new stuff down here. How is this even organized? There's no way to search. We got some HueForge stuff in here. Wow, a lot of HueForge. 3Woo. Whoever 3Woo is uploading a lot of models to this. So how would I send, if I wanted to slice something myself, how would I do that? Oh, I need a USB-C. That's right. You could plug in a USB-C storage device. I forgot about that. Shit, where is mine? That's USB-B. Oh, here it is. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna take this SD card, put it in here. Who has an ankermake M5C profile? Does Orca Slicer have an ankermake profile? Who has an ankermake profile? Who has an ankermake profile? I'm not downloading their slicer. I'm not downloading their slicer. Does Orca have it? Artillery, NEQ. Oh, they do! They do have a profile for the M5C. Sweet. Okay. Do we add it? Okay, confirm. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. Confirm. Okay, where, bamboo, cheaty, rook, rat rig, tallboy, toasty, tried it, ultimaker. Okay, it's not in here. Bamboo, my clipper. Tried it. Is it my clipper? It might be this one. Well, like I added it right here. It's on my list. Ankermake M5C confirm. Yeah, maybe this is it. My clipper 0.4 nozzle. $250. Maybe this is it. Let's try closing that. But it's not clipper. I know it's not clipper. I'm just wondering if it's like a default naming thing it didn't update. Prepare. Oh, there it is, M5C. There we go. Okay, so there's the M5C. We'll go with 0.25 fast, or we'll go 0.2 fast, because why not? What are we gonna print? What do you guys want to print? Downloads? I've got something green. Let's find something festive. Printables.com. Ultimate ice scraper. Grinch ornament. Well, here, let's just search Christmas and see what comes up. Christmas. Most popular. The most popular Christmas print is the ornamental TIE Fighter cake card ornament. Okay. Deer ornament. Oh, this will be tough. You know what? You want to torture test your printer? Here we go. There we go. Let's see how it handles it. I'm gonna make sure we have a brim. Outer brim. You want a torture test? We're torture test. Oh, we're also dropping frames. You can tell I hit the slice button. There we go. Okay. 55 minutes. Export G-code file. That's to the USB. Okay. Okay. So export it. So apparently how this works, if I were to take this, this is an SD card, but you need a USB-C. This only has a USB-C port. So luckily LDO was awesome enough to send with the Cocoa Press this little SD card reader that's USB-C and USB-A or B, I can't remember. So I got that, which is nice. So let's plug this in here. It lit up, so it's getting power. So apparently, if you plug in this, a USB, and if you just hit that once, it'll print the newest file. So whatever the newest file on the SD card is, it'll print that. Idle ready to print. Okay, settings, button settings. Okay, so single tap, print the latest file in USB. Double tap, reprint last file. Hold for 3 seconds is auto level. Okay, so I hit that, that turned red for a second. And nothing. Okay, let's try this again. Let's, yeah, it flashed orange. Okay, so we did do a software update. I'm just gonna do the benefit of the doubt. Unplug everything. Give it a second. It's saying the printer's ready to print. Okay, let me close the app. Okay, so I got no app. This printer is in dum-dum mode. The app isn't on. The printer, I just turned it on. Should beep. Okay, so we put the SD card in, or we plug that in, that's all loaded. So now if I push this, it should just print. Oh. Let me open the app, see if it's doing anything. Nope, temperature's going down. Try a double tap. Nope, okay, print from the app. No printable files found, internal. Okay, can't see the file on the USB stick. So unfortunately, I don't actually have, nothing internal, nothing on USB. Okay, so it doesn't see the USB stick. Flashing red means something is wrong. Yep. Okay, so it's not, yeah, it's not heating up. Maybe try a different SD card. Let me try a different SD card. Let's try a different SD card. Okay. Export that. I did put a driver. 1, 2, 10. Okay. Export. Please insert a drive. Oh. Okay, well, here, we'll just put you on the desktop. Save that to desktop, okay. put that on the SD card. Okay, that's on the SD card. So try that. Format USB stick, card to 32 fat. That might do it. Okay. Oh, did that do something? Nope. Okay. Format it to fat. People are saying fat. Okay. Well, we'll make it. We'll make it we'll make it fat. How's that? Okay. File Explorer. Format. Fat 32. Yeah, fat 32. Start. Format complete. Put the dear G code back on it. Thing is, how are you supposed to transfer a file to this? That's not doing anything. When the ANET revisit? I don't actually have an ANET. Yeah, nope. Yeah, it's on the Wi-Fi. Share printer, no. Custom, no. So how would I get a file onto this printer if I can't do it via USB-C? Use wireless exclusively. Okay, but I don't want to use their app. How do I put a printer, how do I put a file on here? Like, do I gotta do some stupid, like, SSH into the stupid phone to bring a file over or something? How do I do that? Yeah, I turned it off and on. I mean, it should just read the USB. I just want to make a really put clipper on it. Print. Oh wait, I gotta wait for the beep. Okay, it beeped. Print. Nope. And I don't have any other USB sticks. I don't have any USB. It only has USB-C. It only has USB-C. So I can't, like, let me actually, sometimes if you put the reader in and then put the card in, it'll work. So let's put the reader in. Okay, so the reader's in. And now we put the card in. And then we hit that. And it flashes red twice. Nope. Do I have an IP address for this printer? Can I connect to it through Bamboo Studio? One second here. Are you on my Wi-Fi? Where are you? What's your IP address? Let me find the IP address. No, it doesn't have a display. Apparently now you can get a display for it, but I don't have the display. What are you even called on my network? Oh, please tell me it actually has a name and not some like random device. Yeah, I don't. Rat OS, yeah. Maybe it's on my network. I don't know. I can't tell. It doesn't have a name. You can't upload via IP. Okay, so how am I supposed to get a file on here? Anchor, how am I supposed to put a file on here without USB? If I don't have a USB-C thumb drive. Also, why did you put USB-C? Like, I can understand, oh, hey, you know, SD cards are dead. We don't want to put an SD card slot. But why USB-C? Pretty much nobody has USB-C thumb drives sitting around. Like, all I want to do is make plastic boat. Is a C? I don't think I've tried it multiple different ways. Yeah. USB-C is the new standard. I know it's a standard, but it's more a universal standard. It's not really a file standard. Like most computers have, you know, a desktop is all USB-A ports and maybe a couple USB-C. You can't plug a computer into a computer via USB, can you? I got the USB cable, but I don't have a connector for it. How would I do this? How would I do this? No, you can't. Can you download? Yes, but I don't want to use their software. That's the shitty thing. I don't want to have to download proprietary stuff. I'm trying to avoid it. A to C converter. I might downstairs. Let me go take a quick look. I might have one downstairs. Let me take a look. While I'm gone, the baby's in charge. I have returned. Where's the music? Oh, no, you stay there. Be gone from whence you came. There we go. Okay, found a USB-C adapter. Also, I found out I have a chaotic tap kit, the new one. Cool. Add that to the pile of things I might play with at some point. Okay, USB. Plug you in. Please tell me this USB device works. Okay, that one doesn't even work. How about you? Yay, it works. Okay, so we'll put the deer on the USB drive. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Take that out of the printer or the computer. Plug this into the adapter. So this is a USB-A to USB-C adapter. It's a Samsung one. It came with a phone. Which phone? I don't know. Plug that in. I don't have a light or anything. So if I hit print, nothing. And it's seeing no file on the USB drive. Try plugging it a different way. Oh! It's heating up! It's heating up! Apparently I had to plug in the USB adapter upside down and it worked. You never eject? No. I have never ejected anything USB ever. I don't think. Yo ho, lo ho. Yeah, it worked. It's heating up. We got filament in it. Yeah, it's got filament. I don't know how well it's gonna print, but it's got filament in it. It'll do something now. What it'll do, I don't know, but it's gonna do something. Reads one way, maybe. I don't know. I didn't build this thing. This is gonna be so big, this T45 armor. Like, how am I? This thing is gonna be massive. Want an AA kit, like an ANET AA kit? Totally bag. If it is unbuilt, like in the box, yes. If you have an ANET A8 kit that is unassembled in the box, yes, I would love to build that. Like, no joke. And you guys know it would be fun if we built an ANET A8 from scratch and then we did all the things you're not supposed to do. And then I could make a series about how dangerous it is. Brand new in box. I just found an open box kit and bought. Yeah. If you want, like, DM me, we'll work something out. But yes, I would love to build an ANET A8 on this channel. And also, this is kind of like an open call to action. If anyone finds any old weird printer kits, let me know, because after we played around with the Tico this year, the Voron V1, which tomorrow night will be the Voron V1. We might get the Voron V1 out and do some fun with that, because that was also this year, I think. Was that also this year? How's my Z offset? I don't know. I was looking for the bed. So yeah, if you find like any weird unassembled printer kits, like older printers, let me know, because after the Maker or Ultimaker, I've been kind of wanting to do more of that stuff. You're out of the loop. What's wrong with the ANET A8? Oh, my sweet summer child. The meme potential of an ANET build series is through the roof. Will launch my second channel, Nero's Barbecue. I mean, I am rebranding this channel by the end of the year, but it's not gonna be Nero's Barbecue. Arson 3D, it's toastier than a bamboo. I mean, to be fair, the bamboo, as much as I chirped on it back then, it does have thermal protection. It just took, 3 minutes to kick in originally. Now it's like normal. As for what this is doing, I have no idea. Nero's Cafe. I can't do that because that already exists and I get sued. And honestly, it's not so much getting sued. Also, oh my God. Okay, so after Grant's whole thing with bamboo and whatnot, and if you don't know, don't bother looking it up. It's not worth it. The amount of people like who assume like everyone gets sued for libel. The moment you say anything bad about a company, you just immediately get sued for libel. Oh my God, bamboo subreddit. You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious. Started. It is started. How's my Z offset? It's okay. My thumbs are chewed up though. Breaking off support, I always cut myself. And you know what's funny? I saw a million pictures of people like visiting the Nero cafes and taking photos and whatnot, and I walked by a couple. I never even went into any of the Nero cafes when I was in England, so now I have to go back to Smurf next year just so I can go to a Nero's cafe. Also, everything's a felon. Yeah, like honestly, I check on that Discord every now and then just for the lulz, and the amount of stuff people think it's like, oh, sweet summer child. Oh, sweet summer child. Like, even when I had my thing with bamboo, where I'm like, hey, this thing doesn't have thermal runaway because, at the time, based on my informed decision of it's been smoking for 2 minutes and nothing's happening. I'm turning the printer off before my house catches fire. I would assume it didn't have thermal runaway. I didn't know it took 3 minutes to kick in or whatever it was at the time. So even then, like, people in their Discord is like, he's gonna get sued for libel. I'm like, yeah, the Chinese company is gonna sue a Canadian who on an American platform said the printer might have an issue. Yeah, that'll look great PR wise. Don't criticize us or we'll sue you. There we go. I love organic supports. If you're not using organic supports, you are the dumb. So nice. Okay, so now I need to get a camera on this. Galileo 2 kit to the rescue. Actually. Go. So this is going to be a retraction hell thing, and it's already under extruding. After all that, it's already jammed. It's already printing in air. Okay. So let's not do the crazy high retraction test model. Stop print. Finish. Okay, cool. Well, that worked great, and it failed. Yep. Okay, let's print something a little less hard, because apparently you can't print something that's hard to print. Oh no, it's got retraction. It's scary. Okay, let's not print that. Like, it's already okay. So let me okay, heat the nozzle to 220. Okay. I gotta purge it now. What do you mean? Is it not homed? Okay, well. Also, I don't know where my scraper went. There you go. I probably shouldn't be doing that while the bed's leveling, but whatever. Okay. Let's see, as Chelsea put out Chelsea's been doing some new stuff. Let's see, let's grab a Chelsea model. We like Chelsea models. Anything on the front page? Let's see, what's Chelsea got? Pin models. He's a little cow. Let's print the little cow. Download. STL. Oh yeah, I gotta log in. Forgot you gotta do that. So download the cow. Green cow. Yep. We are printing a green cow. Also, the fact that files download in a zipped STL that I have to then go to my downloads folder and extract is super annoying, and I wish companies stopped doing this. Because it's like, great, okay, so I downloaded the STL, which is in a file that I have to pull out. It's like, No, I don't want that. I want just the STL. Download STL. Okay, there we go. So now I got like a million files. Select all. Okay. There we go. That. Oh, is it a multicolor thing? Oh, no, there he is. Oh, look at the little cow. No. 220, 220. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so now I gotta export that file to the SD card. Oh, is he gonna need support? Yeah, we'll roll the dice. We're just gonna roll the dice, see how it comes out. Yeah, we're just gonna roll the dice and see how it comes out without support. He said CHOW. There we go. Okay, so now I have to open that up. Okay, move you up. Do you actually have filament loaded? Let me extrude some filament. All right, did I hit the button? This is why I don't like touchscreens. It's like I tapped it and I'm like, did it actually? Okay, extrude. Okay, now it's extruding. That is super annoying. Okay, there we go. Flashing red light devices experiencing an error such as filament breakage abnormal. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you have no feedback with this machine. It just either it works or don't. And okay, so we plug that in, and now I hit the button once, and it beeped. So it's gonna print. Bamboo sub really hates their support. That's what I've heard. Bamboo support has always been kind of lacking. I've been hearing that for a while. I don't know if it's any better. I've personally never interacted with them because the only time my machine breaks, I fix it myself using tape, because that's how you fix a bamboo, with tape. I did a whole video on it. It actually did pretty good, and it gets used often. People are like, this fixed my problem. I'm like, yeah, because bamboo used a stupid way to do bed leveling. Friends don't let friends use the piezoelectric sensors for bed or whatever bamboo used, because you're dependent on the variance and resistance of the sensor being squished to detect if your nozzle's touching the bed. The problem is your wire that's attached to the moving bed, if the connector fiddles and moves, can also affect the resistance and throw out your values and give you errors. So you need to, you know, have it properly locked down in place with no moving, which is kind of hard to do on a moving bed. But anyways, for 150, they will send you the screen. What? Let me actually look up the screen on this. Ankermake M5C. So what is this printer at right now? So it's a $700 printer. Ooh. And it still doesn't come without the screen. Oh, yeah, 700, no. Like, don't get me wrong. This machine is actually a really solid machine mechanically. Like, editor's choice for what? And then they have this, which every company this year is advertising an AMS equivalent, but nobody's actually come out with them yet. Accessories, where's the screen at? Where's the screen? Is it not even on the site yet? Yeah, the M5. Oh wait, was I looking at the M5 or the M5C? 3D printer, M5C. Buy now. Oh, the $6.99 Canadian. Sorry, $6.99 Canadian. Can I switch to American? I don't know what the American price is, but yeah. The A1 is just a better deal. Honestly, it is. Honestly, it is. Don't get me wrong. There are things Bamboo does that I disagree with, but like, their machine is a good machine. It just, you know, it's just some of the practices the company does I don't like. The Zone has it cheaper. What the heck is the Zone? The Frozen Arco. It looks like a Bamboo with flying gantry. What's Frozen Arco? Is that the machine they kind of showed off? Oh, it's this. Also, I love these sites. Okay, so you got social media links, ads, all the ads. Like, it doesn't tell me. And then, of course, you got your good old, don't ever go to this site. All 3DP, don't ever go to that site. Worst site in the world. Okay, are you gonna do something? You still leveling? Probably shouldn't be touching the bed while it's leveling. SEO has ruined the internet. It has. Like SEO, and then the fact that like I want to know about the Prusa Mark IV. Wow, it actually showed up. Oh wait, I have an ad blocker on here. Do I? Yeah, I've got an ad blocker. Okay, let me turn off the ad blocker. Oh, the last few times I've searched Prusa, I get bamboo ads. They're all advertising now anyways. Yeah, the pop-up. Yeah, all 3DB is a shit site. Like, they've been caught numerous times straight up lifting images and videos and even like what people have said to put in articles. So they'll just take like a picture from like my video and just use that in an article without proper accreditation and whatnot. Like, they've been caught so many times. And of course, it's the current internet, so you just go, we're sorry, wait 3 days and move on with your life. Like, all that site is an aggregator site that just takes stuff from everywhere, throws it on a site with a shit ton of affiliate links and ads, and just, you know, makes money that way. Okay, so my Z offset ain't great. We're a little high. Can I live adjust Z? I want to drop my Z. I need to live adjust my Z offset. Okay, let's go down 0.075 millimeters. I can't do that. Oh, okay, 0.0. I can do 0.07. Okay, let's go down a little bit. Are we good? Is it any better? I think it's better. I forgot I had brims on. Oh well. Little brim ain't gonna hurt anyone. Well, actually, this brim ain't gonna do shit because it's not connected. Linked an ankermake screen on the Discord. $50. And what is it? It's a USB cable and a screen. So do you at least get like an wow, you could put the display in different models. Okay, so you get a USB-C cable. Okay, so it still has an M5C display, so you don't lose your display. So this plugs into this, which plugs into the computer. Okay, so you're okay there. What's it? All 3DP. They're kind of known for just basically SEO optimization and just all the articles. Okay, let's play with the focus. Let's get this more in focus. Is that in focus now? There you go. Is it any better? Any better? Is the focus better, guys? I can't see. Is it better or worse? There we go. CHOW STL. It's a Chelsea model on Thangs. I don't have it up anymore. But if you go on Thangs and look up Chelsea CCT, Chelsea creates things. It's like one of the newer ones. I had an eye doctor appointment. Needs more Vaseline. Oh, and they put out another update today for the for those wondering, following along. It looks like they put another update out on the Magneto. So they've done a test shipping of it, which companies do this, by the way. They'll like test ship printers or boxes that the printer will be shipped in with like appropriate weights, just to see how it handles shipping, because you know how shipping is nowadays. Accessories included. You get double-sided PI, one-side PI, and one-side PEO. Ooh. Order is automatically upgraded. Nice. And it comes with a 0.6 hardened nozzle. Nice. High flow rate test. So it's got some filament. Is it actually build plate heating up? Okay. There you go. They had a video of it printing the other day on their site. 20 perimeters. It is whatever the default settings in Orca Slicer are for it. So. When will you see a Voron tool changer? If there's ever a kit for one. I'm not going to go around self-sourcing something like that, unfortunately. I just don't have the time or the budget for self-sourcing something like that. Not impressed with the build plate flatness. It's flat enough, if I remember correctly. If you can find a link that talks about the build plate, let me know. Like, is there an actual link that talks about the build plate flatness? Seriously, can you put clipper on the anchor? Anchor make M5C clipper. As of 3 months ago, nobody's found an easier way. Like, here's the thing, you can't just put clipper on every machine. This machine is like Bamboo. It runs its own firmware, which means the bootloader is probably locked down, which means you're not getting into this controller. Which, if I remember correctly, the board on here isn't. I don't think any articles about it. Okay, but like, what's not flat? Like, are we talking it's got like 0.02 variance across like 400 millimeters? Because that's absolutely nothing. That's you know, where's my... Like, cause I've seen people complain about that before, where it's like, oh, there's like a 0.2 variance across the bed. That's from highest point to lowest point, it's 0.02, which, for the record, a 0.2 variance is that. There you go. There's 0.2. Right there. You could, I could see. I could put a piece of paper between there. And then as long as you got a bed mesh, it'll take care of it. Wait a few months, then it will rise. On this or the Peopoly? Because the bed on the Peopoly, when I looked at it, looked fine. Like, their bed assembly is pretty not crazy out of the ordinary. Also, it's a 400 millimeter bed. Like, as you get bigger printer beds, your variance is just going to get bigger just because of the nature of the beast. Even like Mic 5, Mic 6. As you get bigger sheets, the tolerances increase. It's just how it is. Oh, on this. Oh, I don't care about this printer. This printer I don't care about. I don't care about bed flatness on this. This machine will never print anything that I need to be geometrically accurate. Oh, it's 0.66 taco. They're claiming the nozzle probe was flexing the bed, which could be potentially. I don't even know what printer we're talking about anymore. How's that coming along? That's coming along good. That's coming along good. 0.66 is 3 layers thick. Now, here's the thing. I'm assuming, are we still talking about the M5? Or are we talking about the Magneto? Okay, so 3 layers. So is that from the highest point in the bed to the lowest point of the bed is 0.66 millimeters? Or are we talking like when it probes the outer of the bed because the outer isn't as supported, it's a slight droop of 0.66, and you could tune that out in your slicer. Like there's setting, or in the firmware, you can tune that out. Because, again, if you have a gradual deviation of 0.66 millimeters over 400 millimeters, that's a big difference of 0.66 over 20 millimeters. Like that's like, there's a difference between, like if you haven't taken a metrology class, if you ever get the chance to take an actual metrology class, not metrology, not meteorology, metrology. Metrology is a study of measurement. And there is so many things in it's like statistics, okay? Where you kind of have to know how to read the numbers to actually know what you're looking at, okay? Because if it's 0.66 from the highest to lowest point and it's over a 400 millimeter bed, that means over like this much of a section, it's absolutely nothing. Which means, like, unless you're printing something that takes up the entire volume of the bed and it needs to sit perfectly flat on like a granite table, you're probably not going to notice it. So let me mic out 0.66 here. Okay, sorry, 0.67. I'm gonna let's see here. Oh, that's a little too much. 0.55. Wow, it is hard to get 0.66 on this and lock it in. There you go. So highest point to lowest point over 400 millimeters is that, which gets blended out over the first like 10 millimeters of a print. Is it 10 millimeters or 10 layers? I can never remember. There you go. So for reference, a piece of paper is 0.12 millimeters. So it's like 6 pieces of paper through the whole thing. That's a lot, but it's not so much the variance, it's the, what's the wording? It's the deviation, okay? Like it also, is it the bed like this or is it a divot? Like that's the thing. What I'm trying to get is, you know, 0.66 may seem like a lot, but it depends on the bed size, okay? On a V0, that's a fuck ton. But if you were to have a 0.66 variation on a bed 400 millimeters and then take that bed and chop it up into V0 beds, each V0 bed's fine, right? Like it depends on what, as you scale things up, you're gonna get bigger variances. That's just, you know, that's just manufacturing for you. I use the whole bed. Like even, let me pull up here. Do I have any printers online? Does the Bamboo tell you the bed variation? Can you actually see your bed variation on the Bamboo machines yet? Because I can tell you for sure, my Bamboo is worse than that. And I have never had a single issue with like the bed. Yeah, it's 0.00165 millimeters per millimeter of variation, which is absolutely nothing. Lee Smith, nope. I know, I can't wait for custom firmware. Oh, one day somebody's gonna hack the Bamboos and put custom firmware on it. I can't wait. Because then the machines will be easier to recommend. Let's see, do I have a height map on this? Oh, I don't have a height map on that printer. Yeah, that's why you have bed mesh leveling. Like, you have 0.48 range on the whole bed on 310 by 3. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Remember, because it also blends the layers out. So, like, you know, this part that I printed on my bed is going to have more unevenness in the bottom of the print, which actually, if you know, let me sit it on some granite here. It sits pretty flat. But if I look under it, oh hey, this end is slightly higher. I get more warp, like just out of like just the print warping under, you know, stresses of temperature change. You're gonna get more warp on the bottom of your first layer than 0.66 millimeter. Like, I spent years building $1 million injection molds where tolerances were critical, and it's not always critical. Like it really depends what you're trying to get out of the machine. And again, glorified hot glue gun splooging molting plastic. My bed has a current mesh of 0.152 millimeters and unusable. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash. You know what? You're making me do this. You're making me do this. Get out the steric depth mic set. You're gonna make me do this, aren't you? God, this is gonna be a nightmare. How the hell? Okay, well, we'll figure this out. Oh God, this is nowhere near scientific. Just straight up, this is nowhere near scientific. The whole line on this benchy, this 500% benchy that I printed, the whole line on it is 9 thousandths of an inch, which is a little over 0.2 mil, roughly, if I remember correctly, because 40 thou is a millimeter, so it's about 0.2 mil on just the whole line of a benchy. And that's one layer. That's just boop. So imagine a variation like that over 400 millimeters. You're not going to see it. You're not going to notice it. In the UK, it's 1,000 is a mil. Technically, it is. Okay, so this is why I don't. There's a difference between mil and millimeter, because mil, M-I-L, is French short form for 1,000. So if you're working with somebody and they're like, you're insulating your house. Oh, my vapor barrier is 6 mil poly. It's not 6 millimeter, it's 6 mil, which is thousandths. So it's 6 thou. And if you work with anyone in any sort of trade, for the most part in North America, they work in mil, or they work in thous. Like thous. I pulled out a micrometer. That's not a micrometer. This is a micrometer. This is a depth mic. So this is used for measuring how thick something is. Okay, so this is a depth mic, or this is a micrometer, so it's a Mitutoyo. It's a nice 0 to 1 inch. This is a depth gauge. You put it on a flat surface. This is all nice and ground flat, and as you spin it, a little probe comes out until it touches something, and then you read the measurement in thousandths of an inch. This is an indicator. So you attach this to something that moves, and it tells you how much it's moving in thousandths of an inch, because everything I did was in inches. This is a really nice one. I don't know what the exact term for this one is, but this is the same thing, depth mic. Only this one you push down. So if you need to figure out, like, you drilled a bunch of holes that are like 900 thou deep, and you need to verify that they're all 900 thou deep because a pin sits in them and the D-lock needs to be a certain thing, you just go around with this and you go boop, because it won't push up. So you put it down, and if you push on it, you can't lift it up. So it can only push down until it stops. So it'll tell you how deep the holes are, and this is really nice. And that's also Starrett. And then I have a bunch of other measuring stuff downstairs. Altimeter. Well, here's the funny thing. I don't have it up here because it's in the basement. I have a little indicator, but it's got like the little arm that like you can only measure like 15 thou of variation, like 20 thou. So people would call that like an indicator, or not a dial indicator, but an indicator. I call it an interrapid because that's the common name brand for that. Like Interrapid makes a bunch of those, and a lot of people use Interrapid brand that. But it's kind of like the same thing as calling a vertical milling machine a Bridgeport. So for me, because the shop I worked in, everyone called it an Interrapid, I call it an Interrapid. But that's the name brand of that indicator, not the actual name of that indicator. Altimeters do measure height. They do, but usually bigger heights. Hoover vacuum. What? So how's this coming along? This is coming along like shit. Like, no joke, this is printing like shit. There's pretty big, we started off with some pretty big under extrusions on these feet. This is printing like shit. Honestly, this Bowden tube is probably half the reason. This is a very tight Bowden tube, and it's getting a ton of resistance pull. Like, yeah, that's a horrible Bowden tube setup. Martin, cheers for becoming a member. It's printing like shit, but it's doing it fast. Hey, this isn't a speed benchy. We can't excuse shitty printing for speed. Normalize realistic speed benchies that actually look good and not speed benchies. Because, you know, those really don't judge the printer. They just judge how much flow and cooling you have. Because again, I've shown it, you know, it gets people angry on Twitter or on YouTube short comments because I love it. My Voron V1 with DRVs can move as fast as a Bamboo. It can't print as fast, it doesn't have the flow rate or the cooling, but functionally it prints as fast as a Bamboo, mechanically. Annule cette impression. Ce n'est pas un français stream, c'est anglais. Ne parlez pas français dans mon chat. Merry Christmas. Have you been approached by BTT for eddy coil build? No? No? Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. They've sent me some stuff. I don't know what I got. Is the diameter for reverse Bowden that critical? Geb? Hot dog down a hallway. That's what you want. Reverse Bowden, all reverse Bowden does is it just leads the filament from the spool to the tool head. And it just keeps it from getting all loosey-goosey. It also keeps a consistent length of filament. So that way if you like, this was actually common back when the V2.4 first came out and we switched to direct feed, where if you don't put a reverse Bowden in on the bigger machines, what happens is you spend a bunch of time printing like by the back of the machine, so like in a corner, and then if you do a quick like wrap it to the front, you can actually pull your filament too fast and break it, and I've seen it happen. So by having a Bowden tube, you always have like the same length of filament, so when you do those rapid moves around the bed, you don't tug on the filament. So that's one of the reasons you need a Bowden or a reverse Bowden. But functionally, you want it to be the sloppiest thing ever because you don't want the friction, because that's what's happening here. This is a tight Bowden tube, so the filament's like getting tugged through it, so the extruder has to work extra. So that means it might slip, it might under extrude. So you want to use, like, I use 3mm ID, 4mm OD for my reverse Bowden. Like, you want to use the cheapest, loosest stuff you got. And don't bother buying, I know like some companies do make like high precision reverse Bowden, which like apparently their PTFE is slipperier. Yeah, that's snake oil. Just get 3mm. Just go buy a big old spool of the cheapest 3mm ID, 4mm OD and just use that. And also get the clear stuff because it looks cool. You can actually see the filament feeding through it, so you can know if there's a jam or if the spool's almost out. So get the clear stuff too. Yeah, the only time you should have a tight Bowden is when you're doing a Bowden feed setup, so a remote drive system where your extruder is not attached to the tool head. But you got to still be careful because you know you want a tighter Bowden, so you have less issues on retraction and it's easier to tune. The tighter your Bowden is, the more friction there is, which you still run into the same issue where maybe your extruder overworks and overheats and it puts too much stress on the filament pushing it because it might not have enough grip depending on the extruder setup. Kingroon 3mm ID PTFE works, comes in 10-meter rolls. There you go. Buy a spool of that and just put it on all your machines that are direct feed. Like even like machines like the Prusa Mark IV, I wish it had like a couple inches of Bowden coming out of the top, just so it feeds in a little bit smoother and you don't have the risk of snapping the filament as easily near the top. So how's this printing? That's coming along pretty good. So this is the two shin parts in between. Sorry, Christmas is gonna be late, but I finally should it. Cheers, Apollo. You're like the only reason I'm still keeping the PO box open, which sucks because it costs like 200 bucks a year, but do be how it is though. So this is what's currently printing. So yeah, so these two parts stack on top of each other. So these two parts here go together and they go on the bottom of this. So this, and then another part that's this tall, and then another part that's about here. And this is my shin guard. Canada Post Flexbox might be working in. I looked into it. I looked at all the options, and the option I'm currently doing is the best one. Don't think you could trust me with the home address? I don't like giving it out. I try to keep it. It's not that. It's the fact that I think too many people have it. Because I didn't get the P.O. box until like last year. So it's not that I don't trust you. It's just I need the P.O. box because occasionally people do want to send me stuff, and I don't want to give my home address out. Like companies have it. Like Jason knows my home address. Like I got no problem giving it to companies, but random individuals, especially as the channel gets bigger, like right now we got 400 people in here. Statistically, some of y'all are mental. So I'm not giving out my home address. Most of you okay. You're the cool ones. But statistically, when you got 400 people in a room, some of you are cuckoo. Rough estimate of how much filament we use for this soup? Yes. I've already emptied one 5 kilogram spool of ABS. Plus about 12, actually we're probably up to about 14 regular spools of partial. And by partial, I mean spools like, you know, this is PLA, so I'm not putting it in. But I probably used up a good 10 or 12 spools that had like this much filament on it. Plus a couple full spools. So I've probably printed a good 10 kilograms so far. Like easily, I've printed a good 10 kilograms so far. Actually, what I could do, here, 1 second. I'll be back in a sec. What time are we at? What time are we? Do I got time for this? Yeah, I got time. Oh, I got plenty of time. I'll be back in a second. Baby's in charge. Or, no, leave the music. There we go. Okay. Behold the scale. Okay, let me take some stuff out of this box so it's not as heavy. So I can split this up into that box. Okay. Oh, this all has to go in a box too. Yeah. Okay. Okay, how much do I weigh? I don't like that number, so I'm not going to say it. This box of parts, 12 pounds. So this is 12 pounds of parts here. So that's 12 pounds. This is 10 pounds. So I've already printed 22 pounds of parts. So I'm already at 10 kilograms because what, 2.2 pounds in a kilogram. and I printed 22 pounds. So I'm at 10 kilograms of parts already. I still got to print one whole more leg. That's the shin. Actually, oh, that's the abs. So I don't have the abs. I don't have the shin. I haven't printed the chest piece or the back piece yet. And that's not including any of the soft parts. So like the suit, the webbing, any detail, any Bondo I've put on it, any paint, any like risers for the feet, the boots that will be in it. This suit is gonna weigh 50 freaking pounds the way that it's going. This is gonna weigh 50 pounds. Easily we're gonna hit 50 pounds with this. Which hopefully, if I do it right, won't be bad at all because it'll be evenly distributed throughout my body. What am I printing? Well, right now we're printing a moose that's the anchor is having some fun with. But as for what I'm building with, you know, all these parts, it's this. It's a set of T45 power armor. So this is what I'm printing. So 30 kilogram suit? Yeah. You guys need to understand, weight that's evenly distributed over a body is nowhere near as bad as like a single point. I spent 7 years in the Canadian Forces. I've walked around the Arctic with 100 pounds on my back. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. Shit sucks. But, you know, I can do that. It's been a couple years since I've done that. Don't get me wrong, but I've done it. So, like even normally, when you see me with my backpack normally weighs like 15, 20 pounds, and I carry that around all day. So, will you use IPA to clean the ABS for the ABS parts? Oh no, I go right to the good shit, straight up acetone. Although I do have some 3D Gloop ABS or ASA adhesive on the way that we'll be using. So that's why the only parts I put together are like boring parts. I haven't put the helmet together yet, even though I want to get that helmet together so bad because it'll look awesome once it's together. I'm waiting until I get my hands on some 3D Gloop to do that. So I want to use the 3D Gloop for that. Don't forget the weight of the Bard. This is Fallout, not Baldur's Gate. We don't have a Bard. Walking around the Arctic, normal Canadian walking to school. Yeah, that's true, eh? You know, it's just a little cold here out in the Arctic, eh? Yeah, no, not that. Vault? Are you in the vault? I don't know if I have any pictures of me doing Arctic shenanigans. View. I know I have some. I'm trying to remember where I have some, but I don't know where. It's been a hot minute since I've done pew pew stuff with the government. Although this is funny. Okay. This picture right here. Who here has seen this picture used in a meme or something over the years? Okay. Who has seen this picture over the years? Okay. Who has seen this picture? I'm sure a bunch of you in chat have seen this picture pop up over the year. Okay. I know this guy. He was in my regiment. His mom mailed him the clown suit when he was in Kandahar. This is like inside calf. Like this is like completely inside the wire. But yeah, I know this guy. I worked with him for like 7 years in the Army. Good guy. I'm trying to see if I have any actual pictures of when I was in the Arctic on this computer. I don't think I do. Do I have them saved in my... Yeah, I don't think I have saved anywhere on my server. Yeah. I have a few on Facebook, but I don't have Facebook logged in out here. Yeah, I thought I had some of me in the Arctic, but I do not here. Oh well. Your Coda mags. Why would I need magazines from your dog? Or from my dog? What speed in Excel is that? That's a good question. It is whatever the default speeds and feeds are. So this is the 0.2 fast profile. So there's your speeds. So 600 for infill, 600 for inner wall. But accelerations, you're not hitting that with the accelerations, only 3,000. So there's your speeds and feeds. So there's the accelerations, and here's your speeds. Oh yeah, this. I'm going through old albums. This was, okay, remember back in simpler times? So MRF 2020 was canceled for obvious reasons. And like, when all that was going down, like for those that remembered early 2020, the original plan was Voron V0, V2.4, and I think, was it Switchwire? Or not Switchwire, Trident? I haven't tried it. Or it was V1.8. It was V1.8. We're all like announced at the same. We're going to be announced at MRF 2020, and then people started getting sick. So the joke was like MRF or bust for a little bit, and I took this picture for it. So this is my French MBC suit that I have because you don't have a French MBC suit, and this was the V0, which we were going to premiere. So yeah, MRF or bust. I made like a little, I don't know where the actual image, I made like a meme about it, but I don't know where that image actually went. So I don't have it. Any 3D printing companies at CES? Probably. Bamboo will probably show up. From what I've seen, Bamboo likes to show up at the big industry events. They were at Formnext, I believe. But they don't bother showing up at the Rep Rap Fest. They don't like to hang out with us plebeians. So. Yeah, I don't have any of... Yeah. I don't have any of my Arctic pictures on this computer. Or on the server. I think they're only on my desktop upstairs. Oh well. It's not Rep Rap. Yeah, but a Rep Rap Fest isn't really a Rep Rap Fest anymore now, is it either? Be at CS. That'll be cool. I'm not going to CS. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to Rapid this year because it's now in June, which is pretty close to around when MRF is. It's this year. Last year I went to a lot of events. Last year I did Rapid, I did Rocky Mountain, I did MRF, I did EARF, which is now 3D Printopia, I did Smurf. That's like 5 events I traveled to this year. That was a lot for me because my wife has to burn through her vacation time to cover those. So this year, Rocky Mountain, well, this year I mean 2024, Rocky Mountain's a go. I'm going to Rocky Mountain for sure. Probably 3D Printopia for sure. Rapid and MRF are going to be kind of a... MRF is easy for me. MRF is a 3.5, 4-hour drive and a cheap hotel. So MRF is easy. I go to MRF just to hang out with people, not so much the event. But it depends when Rapid falls and if I'm going to that. And then there's also, I want to try and make my way to open source this year. I want to try and make open source this year. I bought my ticket the night they announced that it was going to be, they were going to do another one. And I couldn't make it last year, so I'm hoping open source. So whenever that turns out is also going to be something. And the problem is a lot of these trips now involve travel. So turn Smurf into a family vacation. I would love to. Like it's like I need to check out Prusa one of these days. I've yet to visit Prusa. That's like if you're a 3D printing YouTuber, at some point you go visit Prusa, and I haven't done that yet. So I need to go check out Prusa. So the problem is they're in the Czech Republic, which unfortunately there's an ocean and a continent in the way. So this thing is printing like absolute dog shit, by the way. I'm kind of disappointed because it's this right here. The rest of the print looks good. It's just whatever it's doing here, I don't know if it's like a retraction setting or what, is just shitting the bed horribly. What is the retraction at? 1.5 millimeter. That's a bit much for a direct feed. Flow rate is all over the place. Well, this is supposed to be a high flow hot end, and it's keeping up on this side, but it's like right here is like where the start stop is for some stupid reason, and it's just shitting the bed horribly. Like, is the seam in the front? Did it put the seam in the front? Yeah. Or no, it's not just the seam. It's not just the seam. It's just shit in the bed. It's just being shit. The event from the Denver airport, Apulo. So I kind of screwed up last year. Here's the thing: if you're going to Smurf or if you're going to Rocky Mountain, there's a hotel next to the venue. There's a couple hotels within walking distance, or there's one hotel I know that's within walking distance of the venue. So I was there last year, and I made the mistake of renting a vehicle because I paid to rent a vehicle for like 4 or 5 days, and all I did was drive it from the airport to the hotel. It sat for 4 or 5 days, and then I drove it from the hotel to the airport. And yeah, so in the future, if you're going to one of these events, see who else is going. You might be able to carpool. So yeah. From the videos I've seen, the custom models that you slice are shit, but if you print something from the marketplace, it's nice. Star Rose, that's exactly what I'm realizing right now, because I printed some stuff on this machine earlier, like when we did the first unboxing through their app, and they all printed great. And now this is the first time I'm actually printing something I sliced myself, and it's shit. There's a shuttle near go. There you go, shuttle. It's like in the UK. In the UK, I didn't rent a vehicle. I just used public transport, and it, you know, other than the train strike being a pain in the butt that first day, the rest of it was fine. I mean, everything from Smurf within walking distance, except for E3D themselves. I took a taxi out there, and then I got a ride back from one of the owners, which was really nice. Digital Panda, $400. Cheers, appreciate it. Could be the slicer profile? Could be. Could be the slicer profile. Or it could be the models that are on their site are just really tuned models. So they really took the time to like adjust settings to make sure it printed right. I keep forgetting I got this thing. I gotta get you out of bed. There we go. Failed prints. So this is what happens when your spool falls off the holder and it jams up. E3D taxi service. Yeah, if you're ever in Oxford, just ask any of the people from E3D, just hit them up, they'll drive you wherever for free. It's awesome. Don't do that, don't do that. Jack up the temperatures. It's at 220 for PLA. I can bump it to 230. 230. Can you send the ABS to be recycled? Probably not. I throw it in the garbage. I've got multiple different types of ABS mixed in with ASA. No recycling place will take that. No recycling place will take unlabeled like plastic. There's a reason, you know, plastic containers have like little symbols on the bottom. The little recycling and the 2 and the H, this is high density polyethylene. Like, you can't recycle all plastics, and if they don't know what kind of plastic it is, they don't know where it goes. Because you can't, it's not like you just take all the plastic and chop it up and melt it down. You have to separate it. And they're not gonna just trust you to go, yeah, this is 100% ABS. Because if it's some of it's ABS plus, some of it's ABS, some of it's ASA. You can't recycle 3D printed plastic economically. Like, you can't recycle 3D printing plastic economically. Spaghetti. That's even if they recycle. Yeah, why do you think everything is plastic? Or why do you think we've gone to paper straws? What was it? China and a bunch of other countries basically said, we're not going to take your recycled plastic anymore. We're not going to take your bulk plastic for recycling. Oh, I need to see how much the armor weighed. So we're at 22 pounds of printed parts so far. Yeah, it's going to be heavy. Have fun at work. But a couple years, there's a good YouTube video on it. Look it up. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a good YouTube video that explained. But basically, back in the good old days, we would just take all of our recycled plastic, bundle it up, and we would ship it to a third world country, pay them peanuts, and they would do something with it. And that's how we got rid of all our plastic. And then all of a sudden, all those countries said, no, we're not taking it anymore because we're losing money. And it's a complete disaster because you're basically dumping all this garbage here and we can't do anything with it because it's unfiltered, just plastic. And most of it can't be recycled anyways. And then all of a sudden, every company's like, oh my God, we're going to paper straws because we can't get rid of it anymore. We can't take our garbage and dump it on a third world country anymore. So instead, we're just going to use paper straws, which melt in 20 seconds. You know, I worked in a plastic injection shop where we didn't even do production. All we did was the odd tryout, and we would throw out hundreds of pounds of plastic a day, sometimes thousands of pounds of plastic a day. And again, it's contaminated and unrecyclable, so it just went right into the garbage. So I really don't care about, saving the world with plastic straws because, yeah, you doing something is good, but on the scale of everything, it's a complete waste of time. Carry my own straws that are metal. I tried that for a bit. It got super annoying. Now I just ask for 2 straws. So I have my straw for the ride home, and then I have my at-home straw. So now I just ask for double straws. So when one melts, I throw it out, and I take another one. So good thing we're saving the environment with that. And also, like, who here has gotten a McDonald's breakfast? Because, every now and then I love me some hotcakes. I love me some McDonald's hotcakes and sausages some mornings. The cardboard fork, the fork they give you that's wood that can't even cut through a freaking pancake, and then they give you the fork that can't even stab a pancake. And then nothing is better than, remember when you're a kid and you're having a creamsicle or an ice cream stick, and you got the wooden stick, and you're like num 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 on this popsicle, and then you got the bare wooden stick and you pull it out of your mouth and you get that tingle because the texture of it rubs on your mouth. Now you get that every time you eat anything now with the wooden freaking cutlery. It's shit. I hate it. Yeah, the paper straw thing is mostly in Canada. I've seen it in a few places in the States, but yeah, I like traveling abroad because I miss the plastic straws. It's kind of sad that, like, I'm nostalgic to walk into a British McDonald's and get a plastic straw. The plastic forks didn't cut the pancakes either. They did better than the wood ones. This print is looking like dog shit. You can see right here, like right in this little, like here, is where it starts the layer. Or starts, yeah, so it's like way under extruding at the start of a run. McGriddles. They didn't have McGriddles when I was in the UK. I was pissed. Europe is pacer. I know, the one McDonald's I went to had plastic, gave me plastic the one time. Recycled plastic can be sorted by ramen. Yeah, but YouTube comments, nobody is actually going through, like, it's not economical to do that with, like, here's a giant assortment of plastic, sort it all out, and then divvy it up into its separate categories. Like, yes, you can, but put it this way. If it was economical to recycle plastic, they would pay you for your plastic recycling. They don't. The only thing that's recyclable that is actually worth it, for the most part, is aluminum. And I think glass. Aluminum and glass are like the 2 things that actually make sense to recycle. Paper, oh my God, it's called plant a tree. You could just grow new trees. They take a while, but most paper that you use is trees that are grown specifically to be paper. Copper too. Oh yeah, copper too. Copper definitely. Yeah, copper definitely. But I'm talking about stuff that you put in your recycling. Most of us aren't putting copper wires in our recycling. I mean, out of everything that you would normally put in your recycling, really the only thing that's really worth it is aluminum and I think glass, which really sucks. But this is something I've been trying to mention to, like, I mention this every time I can on stream. There's a reason it is reduce, reuse, recycle. Recycle's at the bottom because it's the worst thing. You make more of a difference in reducing and reusing than you do recycling. That's why it's at the bottom of the pyramid. It's at the bottom. It's the worst. It means the least. So, for example, if you want to be more economical in your 3D printing for the whales and whatnot, print with support settings that use less material. Use organic supports over traditional supports. If you're going to print a multicolor thing, maybe take the time to tune your purge settings or use a system that doesn't create a shit ton of poop. That is useless garbage. Yeah, you can like grind it up if you buy a grinder that costs a couple $100 and make some shitty filament, but you're not going to make enough to offset the cost of the grinder and the plastic extruder at a normal scale level. Yeah. This is printing like shit. It's actually, here's the thing. Over here, if you look at the print from here, it looks great. Like this print looks great from here. From here, looks like absolute dog shit. Pretty good filament with this lathe machine. That machine costs several €100. I think it's like a $600 machine kit. And how much filament waste are you generating where, okay, so he did how many spools of filament did he get with all his waste? 1, 2 spools? Okay, $40. That setup was several $100s, and then the electricity cost to run it. It's just not economical. You can do it, it's just not economical. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, if a company were to ever give me a filament extruder, yes, I would, you know, grind up my recycling and I would probably try and make some filament with it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to spend several hundred to several $1,000s on a filament manufacturing system if it never pays itself off. It'd just be in the hole. Like, even if you ever get the chance, talk to somebody who actually runs a filament line. Talk to anyone, like, even like, I've talked to people that run filament. They make recycled filament, but when they make recycled filament, it's not like they're making, you know, they're melting down benchies. They're just taking the filament that didn't come out to spec, or like the color wasn't right, or like it's mismanufactured filament that they're grinding up and making into new filament. It's not like they're grinding up benchies to make recycled filament. A maker, see, at a maker space level, something like that makes a little bit more sense because it's a maker space. So you're usually going to have a lot more machines. You're going to have a lot more people fiddling around, which means more waste. And usually you have a better economic standpoint to justify the cost. Is it worth carrying on with this print? Honestly, no. I'm going to cancel it. I'm going to change a few settings because this is stupid. How do I cancel the print? Okay, I pushed it once. Okay. Pushed it twice. And I think it's off. Holy shit, yeah. Where is the focus group? There it is. Focus, focus. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, like, other than that one under, like, from here, this angle right here, if I do this, it looks good. Okay, it looks good, it looks good. Oh, we got a little under extrusion. Got a little under extrusion. It's still good. Oh, no, it's shit. It's dog shit. Okay, so how do we fix that? How do we fix that? How do we fix this? So let's go to the filament settings. Okay, we're gonna print this hot. 220. We're gonna print this at 225. Okay, 225. Bed temp's fine. Flow rate, we're gonna drop the flow rate just a little bit. Cooling I'm gonna leave. Setting override, cool, save. Oh wait, did I undo all that? No, I did. Okay, cool. Save. Plah. Okay. So I've already dropped down the retractions from 1.5 to 0.8. So that's that. Nozzle type, hardened steel. Okay, that's okay. Okay. Seam position. We're gonna put that at the back. Seam gap. Where's flow? Have I switched to Orca entirely? For the most part. Under extrude that outer wall a little bit. Okay. See how this works. Plug out the SD card or the USB drive. I just stepped on something that broke. Hopefully that was just support. Problem with this drive, scan and fix. Okay. Yeah, Anker slice. I'm not using their slicer. I firmly believe you shouldn't be using, like, especially if their slicer is just an existing slicer with a skin. I'm not a huge fan of using it. Very rarely is it worth it, in my opinion. Okay. Exporting. There we go. Okay. I don't even know if I have enough filament on here now. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh my god. Yeah, the resistance on that is stupid. That is stupid. That is too much resistance. Okay. Are you ABS? You're ABS too. Shit. I gotta have not ABS somewhere. Where's that green? I had green. Yeah. No, that's that. Ah, here we go. Use this green. Everyone. There we go. Okay, and then so this will go there. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Snip it. Where's the snippers? Where are my snips? Where are the snips? I need my snips. We got no snips. Where are my snips? Yeah. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, I don't know how to turn this machine off, so I'm just turning it off. And that SD card. Plug that in. Out. There we go. So we're not using this Bowden tube anymore. We're not using this Bowden tube anymore. This is way too much friction on it, and I think it's causing the issue. Oh. Why are you beeping at me? Why am I getting a red? Oh, is it? Do you want to continue? Cancel. Cancel the print. Okay, so I paused the print. I didn't cancel it last time. Okay, so now, print. So it says I got nothing on the USB, but if I hit that, oh. Did I put the file on it? No, it's on there. Baby cow's on there. Flip it, see if it no worky. Well, I didn't flip it last time. Okay, so that's plugged in. Plug in. Nope. And now it's not working. When Windows repairs the drive. No, no, it's not like it reformats it, because you would lose the data every time it did that. Okay, let's SPC, USB drive, format. Yeah, it's fat. It's fat. Yeah, it's a fat drive, so it's export G code file. Okay. USB drive, baby cow ankermate, save. Exporting. Okay. Pull that out. Put that in. No. Purge filament first. No, it would. Let me try turning it off. Wait for the beep. Okay, it beeped. Like, it was working, and now it's not. What the heck's going on? Bad cable. I don't know, because it worked before. It was the exact same setup. It was printing before. No. Like, I haven't done anything. What the heck's going on? Ugh. Okay, you know what? Steve's here. Hi, Steve. Let's see. Can I do this? So if I plug the USB into my phone. Okay. Where's the app? I'll load up the app. Internal. You don't even have the option to upload from your phone. All you have is what's already in this and USB. You don't have the option to like upload a file from your phone. Yeah, you don't have the option to upload a file from your phone with the app. And the thing is, it's not telling me anything. Like, okay, if I hit it without a file in, it does that. So it's just not detecting the USB. Maybe a different USB stick. Let's try this. Let's try this. 1 second here. This is stupid. This is stupid. Okay, so if I put that in there, okay, put that into the computer. Okay, that pops up. Okay, cool. Delete that, delete that. Okay, export file to the USB drive. So we'll export the CHOW. CHOW. There we go. Take that out. Take that out. So we'll take this and that, put it in the adapter, and then we'll plug it in. It's got power. No. Change the file name. File name shouldn't affect anything because it has the exact same file name as it did before. I don't know. That USB is dead. Do I have any more USB drives? Where's the Cocoa Press? Cocoa Press is over there. I don't want to risk. Oh, here, we'll try. Maybe this USB stick will work. We'll try the USB stick from the Prusa. If it works on a Prusa, and it's an actual name brand, well, good RAM, whatever. Okay, those are all those files. Okay, so we know that one works. Export G code. Export to the USB drive. Save. Okay. And for those saying eject, I've been ejecting everything. So now we plug this in. I just want to make a cow. I don't think the Bowden tube has anything to do with it. Now the Cocoa Press is over there. It's on that shelf. No. Line is proved, expecting, yeah. I know, but somebody's gonna be like, oh, you should eject it. You shouldn't do that. It's gonna break it. And I'm like, shh, okay, well, here, let's try it through the adapter. See if that does anything. Like, Anchor won't work under 15. It's not 15, it's 20 in here right now. Is the stock Bowden tube electrically conducted? My brother in Christ, it's a Bowden tube. It's PTFE tube. It's tube. It's tube. Also, it was doing this before too. Put clipper on it. You can't put clipper on this machine. What the, like, I don't know. I don't have any more USB thumb drives to try. I've tried 2 USB thumb drives. I've tried different SD cards. It just doesn't. Is that a 0.6 high flow Revo? What is this? Oh, it's a high flow. Oh, it's a 0.6 Obsidian. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, okay. That's another 0.6 Obsidian. Okay, cool. Fuck. Oh, wait. I don't think, I think there might be one more. Oh, no, I already pulled the SD card on that to try. Shit. Yeah, turn it off. Like, I don't know why this isn't working. Ghost dogs from Anchor's site. What from Anchor's site? From Anchor's site. What from Anchor's site? Can you log into their, do they have a site? Ankermake M5. Printer USB port broken. How? This is the first time it's ever done anything. No, it wouldn't be a sensor for the Bowden. They wouldn't tie it. That would be the dumbest thing in the world if it required a black Bowden tube. Oh, I gotta wait for it to boot up. USB 1.1, copy the target G-code slicing file USB drive. Power on the M5C, insert the USB drive in the printer port. Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Select device, print USB, target G-code slicing. That's the thing, it's not seeing the USB device. That's the problem. Like right now, it's saying no printable files found, both internal and via USB. It doesn't have, it's not. Move the bed back. Nope. Like, let's go back to the thumb drive, because at least the thumb drive worked once. Restart the phone app. You don't even need the app. You shouldn't use the app. You shouldn't have to use the app. This is supposed to work that if you plug in a USB-C drive and you hit this button, it'll print the newest file, which it's now doing. If I didn't have to go pick up my kid, I'd be drinking right now. So was it doing all that because I had the app open? That's the thing. Was it just the USB decided to just not work and now all of a sudden it's working? Or is it like, hey, because the app was open, I wouldn't do that. But then why did the app not see the USB? Because we restarted the machine several times. I opened and closed the app several times. It just, because it wasn't telling me what was wrong. It would just go error, but the error wasn't telling me anything. Ah. One of these days, okay, you know what? You know what tomorrow's stream gonna be? This is my spool of Prusament Galaxy Black PLA. I like Prusament. It's good stuff. It's expensive, hard to get in Canada. The problem is this spool fell, as you can see. I need to rewind this onto another spool. I'm just gonna sit here for a stream for 3 hours, just doing this. I think that's what we're gonna do. It'd be more fun than dealing with this shit. Jiggle the handle. I don't think that does anything. Build the spool winder. Return it. I can't return it. It's my fault. It was one of the spools that was in the rep box when the rep box took a tumble. Oh shit. What's going on here? Oh my. Do you see this? Printed in air. Well, that ain't good. Shit. What is it even supposed to be printing? I don't even know what's supposed to be printing. Shit. Discard. Well, crap, the bamboo failed. Okay, let me do this the easy way. Turn off the printer. Mix that out. Garbage. Now I gotta figure out why it jammed up. What the heck, Bamboo? You've been doing good the past couple days. Aren't you supposed to have like spaghetti detection? You're actually connected to the internet now. You have no excuse to shit the bed like you're doing. How come you didn't detect that shit, Bamboo? You're connected to the internet. You're harvesting all my data. Shouldn't you be able to harvest yourself a proper print? What camera are we on right now? Okay, well, you can watch this. Turn the printer back on. Okay, is the filament jammed? Nope, the filament's still feeding. So what's going on? What's going on here? Take the lid off. Good God, this thing is disgusting. No, you got filament in you. Okay, well, now you don't anymore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit. Where's my cutters? I need my cutters. The bamboo's got a mind of its own right now. Nope, quit doing that. Quit loading filament into nothing, bamboo. Stop. There we go. Okay. Close. Stop. Yes. Stop trying to print. Your print failed. You jammed up on me. You better not have a clog in that nozzle. If you have a clog in that nozzle, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, print. Do I want to update the firmware? Sure. Update. Cool, update the firmware. Continue to steal all my data. Or maybe it's the update to remove all the stuff that they got called out for that totally aren't on the machine. I don't know, we'll see. Bamboo sent order. You know what's funny? Ever since I put it back online, the camera don't work. That machine, the camera would be on for months. I left that machine on for months. Never had the camera drop out. Now that it's back online, after like a couple hours of printing, the camera drops out. It just fails to load, and then I have to restart the printer to get the camera back. Ever since I put it back online. I'm not saying it's because it's online, but I'm saying that it's because it's online. It's now giving me camera issues. Constipated. If it jammed up the, because I got an obsidian in here, so it better not have jammed it up. Put this lid back on. There you go. Better not have jammed up an obsidian. I'd be pissed. Okay. There we go. Okay, what time are we at? We got 20 minutes left, by the way. 20 minutes, we're gonna be giving away a spool of filament from Polymaker. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some filament from Polymaker, enter in the link in the description. That thing loves to fail on stream. Hey, it's live. It's not my fault. You know what's funny? It's been printing fine for the past couple days. I printed this on it. I printed this on it. I printed this on it. Like, every part that you're gonna see for the Mando armor that isn't black or bright green or white was printed on the bamboo. A good chunk of this armor is being printed on the bamboo because I'm using the AMS system to finish off a bunch of spools. It's really nice when it works. So I've been giving it a fair shot. It's just not working right now. Beta testing the new nozzle. Oh, believe me, E3D tested it plenty. I mean, I've got a 0.4 or a 0.6 I could swap in, but I want to keep the 0.4 in this one. Because of the machine size, it doesn't really make sense to have a 0.6. But we'll see. It's updating the firmware, then I gotta restart the print. Yeah. Why just make plastic boat? If I've learned anything from 3D, is that 3D printers are not as sensitive as everyone thinks they are. Like sensitive to what? Like motions? What? Like they are, you know, they're mechanical devices. If you mishandle them in certain ways, they might, you know, have issues. But for the most part, it's a chunk of metal and some motors and electronics. Like you can handle your 3D printers. They're not as sensitive. Like the whole, oh, I haven't touched my printer in 3 months and the bed is still level posts on the 3D printing subreddit that get 1 million upvotes. And people are like, oh my God, my printer didn't do anything for 3 months. Cool. Most things, if you leave them alone, don't change. But a 3D printer that the bed didn't warp while it just sat there for 3 months is a goddamn miracle. Also, I gotta figure out what happened to my, oh shit, yeah. What panels does the LDO kits come with? Because I've got spalling on mine now. Did chat freeze? Uh-oh, chat, did you freeze? Chat, are you guys okay? Chat? Oh, chat froze for a second there. What's your go-to bed adhesive, Magic Goo? No, I use two different things. Northprint 3D gave me this stuff at Murph this year. It's just 3D printer bed adhesive, strong and standard. I just put like a thin coat of this on all my beds, and that's pretty much it. And I refresh it every now and then. Every couple of weeks or a bunch of prints, I'll do it. And then also, Pantheon gave me this, which is like the thing they use on their machine, which is in this nice little squeegee thing, and you just brush it on the bed. It's like meant for PVC nylon and copoly blends, but I find it works just as good for like PLA and ABS mostly. Spalling. The panels are like, they got like little cracks on. I don't know if this will show up on camera, but it looks like, this is as far as I can go with this cable, by the way. Actually, no, I can get it. It looks like there's itty bitty hairs all over it, and that's actually in the glass. Like all the panels have it all of a sudden, and it's not like it comes off. Actually, does it come off? What is all that? What is all that on the panels? I don't want to open this up because it's hot in there. It might just be the residue from all the ABS printing, maybe? I've never seen it. Normally it does, maybe because it's cold in here at night. Maybe because it's cooler in here, that's how it's settling. IPA will do that. I never wiped the inside of the screen with that IPA. I don't think I've ever cleaned those panels. Oh, the Bamboo's online. Firmware 1.07.01. Noise canceling is added to our limit. Run this calibration. I've already run it. Oh, you better not make me rerun that calibration. I better not have to re-enable that. Okay, well, let's internal. There we go. Print now. Cool. Okay, I hit print now. Start doing your thing. There we go. Hopefully it resumes. Well, with the borons, do you ever notice the ABS odor in the room, or is it mostly contained? Oh, I'll notice it. Some fan stuff and Wi-Fi reliability. Okay. The whatchamacallit? What was I gonna say? The smell. All these printers are in a garage now. Like I'm still printing with V226 downstairs, but that's also in its own room downstairs. You're dismissive of anything due to priors that said when you get 3D gloop breathe through the warning sheet. I'm interested in your take on household hoods. 3D gloop is cancer in a bottle. It's good shit though, so I'm gonna use it. But anything, it's the same as this. It's the same as acetone. I would treat 3D gloop the same as you would any sort of household cleaner, degreaser, any sort of chemical you would use in the house. It's a chemical. It dissolves plastic so it can rebond. That shit ain't good for you. But that's kind of that's why they put the warnings on it. Like you kind of have to know you're getting into that when you're buying it. It's an industrial graded like chemical. It's not this. Is that the No, I already put the active noise canceling firmware on it. The last firmware update put the noise canceling on, but apparently there's a new one now. So, although I'm still stuck with the bed taking forever to heat up. That part sucks. Modding a Core XY like a King Rune on a budget alternative to building a Voron from scratch. Gonna be a completely different machine. Yeah, you could probably buy a King Rune KLP1 and do a few mods to it to get it working pretty okay. Just buy a P1S. At that point, for the amount of money, just buy a P1S. If you want to build a Voron, build a Voron. If you're just looking to get a good printer like that prints, just buy P1S or the Creality K1. Like, if you want to build the Voron, build the Voron. If you just want a printer, don't buy a printer and try and turn it into a Voron as a project. Just buy the printer. Gloop is mech based. Treat it more carefully than acetone. I recommend wearing gloves and goggles. I will be. Actually, with the Gloop, I will be wearing gloves. And I do have, I gotta find it. It's gotta be, it's in here somewhere. Shit, where did I put it? I mean, I do have like an actual filter mask. I'll probably wear. I have a face shield and I don't know where I put it. And I do have goggles too. I think they're ski goggles, but I do have goggles. And heavy duty cans, I was expecting it to be not good, but the label is borderline terrifying. Yep, welcome to industrial chemicals. When I worked in the trade, I saw them all the time. Like the jug. Where's my acid, or where is my jug? Where's my little bottle? Oh, I think is it downstairs? You guys know that little bottle I normally keep ISO in with the little spout top? We had those in the shop I worked at. I totally didn't take that home. We would fill them. We'd have one with kerosene, one was filled with methanol, and the other one was paint thinner. Straight up acetone. And we would use that to clean and degrease molds all the time. And half the time people, these gloves dissolved after using it for a bit, and you would just keep using it. Methyl ether ketone. Ooh, fun stuff. Yeah, that shit ain't good for you. But like even my homemade, you know, ABS slurry that I use to weld parts together, I wear gloves when I'm using. Can you link these with affiliate links? Just order the Northprint 3D adhesive and realize it could have helped the channel. I don't have an affiliate. I don't use a lot of affiliate links. The only affiliate links I really use are like generic ones, like an AliExpress one. So everyone go click the AliExpress affiliate link in the description and then just close the tab, because that means if you buy anything from AliExpress in the near future, I'll get an affiliate credit for it. So go ahead and do that. It don't cost you anything extra. You might as well, because somebody else will do it if I don't. So I have generic affiliate links and then a few vendors that I actually like full on support, and I have no problem that. As for Northprint, I don't even know they have an affiliate program. I'm not going to go sign up for a million affiliate programs. I'm not one of those YouTubers where the first link you see on every page that I on anything, any social media, anything is a link tree to all my affiliate links. I'm not going to be that kind of YouTuber. I got a few links in the description. If you want to help support the channel, those are the big ones. How's the M5C doing? The first print was shit. So we restarted it with a few settings changed, and then we spent a while trying to figure out to get it to read a USB stick. But it seems to be doing better now, and I think a big chunk of it is the new Bowden, or the fact that we did the Pro Move Bowden delete mod, so that we don't have to pull the filament through 36 inches of overly tight Bowden tube to get to the extruder. Yeah, the best mod. Yeah, this Bowden tube is. Let me get the calipers out here, and oh, you're not gonna get an actual measurement, but it's probably like actual like spec Bowden tube that doesn't have a ton of clearance in it. Actually, I'll be able to tell you. 1.3. Okay. There's my 1.5. Okay, so it is, I'll use the micrometer here, give you a good reading. And for any of the purists that are like, ooh, no, don't buy digital. Yeah, see, now I'm in inches and now I'm in metric. That Bowden tube . Well, 1.9 doesn't fit. 1.9 doesn't fit. Yeah, 1.75 fits, 1.9 doesn't fit. So there you go, if you're wondering what the diameter on the inside is. So it's tight Bowden. Because 1.9 would fit if it was normal Bowden, because normal Bowden's like 2 mil OD or 2 mil ID, 4mm OD. And then you got the fancy stuff that's like a little bit tighter than that, which you don't use on this setup. You don't use tight Bowden on this setup. You just realize you're 10 minutes behind. Ooh. Any difference on the YouTube membership? So how much you want to support the channel? Simple as that. You all get the exact same bonuses. I don't like gatekeeping stuff behind paywalls. The only thing you get as a channel member is you get a super secret channel on the Discord, which is super secret. You get videos a day early, or you basically get videos whenever I finish editing them instead of having to wait for them to be public. And then every month we do an Only Benji's Yacht Club live stream, which is just a members only live stream, which we did yesterday, and it was fun. In the future, I might add more stuff. I just don't like gatekeeping stuff behind paywalls, and the only reason for the different tiers is just how much you want to support the channel. I'm tempted to put like $100 like Saudi oil prints tier, because if somebody wants to do it, they can do it. You know, it's zero incentive to do it except out of the kindness of your heart. Or if you just happen to be loaded and you find me entertaining, I'll take it. Am I planning to build an ERCFA V2? Yes. I've spoken with somebody on the team, and I will be getting one, I think. So, yes, I will be building one. Don't tempt me. Hello. Okay, 1 second here. Memberships. How many members do I have right now? Ooh, it's about average. It's trended down a bit, but that kind of makes sense for this time of the year. This is like one of the worst times for YouTubing. Membership level. So yeah, so we got Benchy at $1.99. You get Torture Test, which is $4.99. Full Plate ABS are $14.99. And I think the Patreon thing is the same. And then I'm gonna add tier 4. What is the dumbest name we can call this tier? This tier is gonna be Ballin'. Oh, I can't select. Okay, apparently I can only select, it's in Canadian. I can't select the value in American. Simp tier, Elon, Giga Chad, Spaghetti Monster. You know what? We're gonna call it Spaghetti Monster. Spaghetti Monster. Price in American. United States money. And that is, we're gonna make it, there you go, $99.99. Add a perk. There you go. Done. There we go. Next. Oh, I gotta edit. Can I? Shoot, I gotta delete level. There we go. Delete level. There you go. Oh. Oh no! What? I broke it. What do you mean I broke it? Edit. Oh, I gotta do that. Done. Oh, shoot, I gotta. I gotta edit them all. Shoot. YouTube went and changed what the settings were. So I gotta like add new things. shoot, 1 second. They added more like things you got to select when you create. So now I got to add them for all of mine. There we go. Okay. Oop, 1 second. I know that's like the longest I haven't talked today. That's weird. I should talk more. There we go. Okay. Next. There we go. I'm unable to change that. Okay, autopublish. There we go. Submit for review. Oh, you have to submit it for review. Okay. Okay, cool. There you go. You have to submit it to YouTube for review. So there you go. So now there's the spaghetti monster tier, because you're just crazy, and it's $99.99 US. I don't expect anyone to sub to it unless you're like a crazy rich Saudi oil prince and you just don't care, or you made all your money in crypto and you just don't care anymore, and you think I'm cool. What was that noise? Okay, it is printing okay, it's still having the start-stop issue, but at least it's on the back of the print. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. So if you haven't entered for the filament giveaway, the spool filament from Polymaker, link in the video description. Enter now, because we're going to do the giveaway in 2 minutes, and then that will be it for the stream, because it's Friday. Apollo upgraded to full plate ABS. There you go. Package on Discord. Is it actually showing up now? Because YouTube has to actually approve it. That's the thing. What in the live stream? What package? What package? You posted a picture of the package. What package? I don't see a package. What? Oh, care package. There it is. Okay, I see it. There it is. I had to scroll it. There you go. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. What do I think about ankermake after the release of an A1? You saw the stream today. Simple as that. RHD Clayton, thank you for becoming a member. Cheers. Yeah, you want to know my thoughts about the A1 or compared to the ankermake? You've been watching the stream with the ankermake today, haven't you? That should tell you all you need to know. The fact that we lost 10-15 minutes trying to get a freaking USB stick to read, because you can't just upload a file from your phone. You have to either use their app to upload it, and if you don't use their app, you have to use the USB drive, which is only USB-C, and it's picky AF. So yeah, I'd go with the A1. Okay, are you printing? Are you? You're jammed, motherfucker. Okay, extension on the stream today. We gotta fix the bamboo. Shit. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me, bamboo? No, you're not online. You're not online. You're not online. Where is the bamboo? Give me the bamboo. Prepare. Bamboo lab P1P. Okay, cool. Device. Okay. So you are jammed right up. Yeah, you're jammed right up. Okay, so we're gonna pause. Okay. Stop the print. I'm gonna turn you up to 285. And because this is a bamboo and I can't just tell it to move to the front, I have to do this and move it around like a freaking Neanderthal by clicking the button a bunch and going because, you know, being able to tell it to just move to the front or push a button to disable motors would be great. But unfortunately, that's too complicated. They don't want you doing that. Okay, let's do this. Close. Okay, filament. Temperature, there we go, okay. I want to extrude. Oh geez. Yeah, I know. The moment you pull the filament out, it tries to reload the AMS. Yeah, shut up. There, you got filament in you. Shut up. What are you doing? Why are you loading filament from the AMS? I'm trying to do a cold pull and you're trying to load you know what, fuck off. Yeah. Fuck off. Stupid machine. Yeah. It'd be nice if I had a button so I can, you know, disable the extruder. You know how most machines have a button so you can detension the extruder? Yeah, you don't have that in here. So you have to, like, cold pulling is an absolute nightmare on this machine. That's why I'm trying to cook out the bad filament. Yeah, it's okay. Let's try cold pull. 0. Okay. Yeah, you don't have a button that you could just, you know, disable. Like, you know, on this I can push this lever down, and then the extruder isn't engaged with the filament. The bamboo don't have that. So if you're doing a cold pull, you can't just push filament in. You have to have the machine on, heat it up, push the button a bunch to feed filament down to the extruder, wait, turn it to cool off, and then pull it out. And when you pull it out, you reverse the motor, and you risk breaking the filament off. Like, you got a filament cutter. I got a button here so I can cut the filament, but I can't just do a cold pull like the way I would want to with this, considering this is a kind of expensive hot end. Like it's an Obsidian high flow. And for the record, for those wondering, this is Sparkle Fluorescent Red from Sparta 3D is the filament. And I printed a bunch of it and it was fine, so now it's not. Okay, how much do you let it cool down for? Like 180 for ABS? Yeah, 180 should work. Okay. That did shit. Now I gotta heat it back up. You know what? Where's some PLA? PLA will flow right through this. Give me some PLA. Yeah. Give me a bunch of PLA. I know we're past. We're gonna do the giveaway in a second. I'm just trying to get this machine up and running because I kind of need it up and running. So what I'm gonna try and do is just flush out the jam with PLA at 290 degrees. I've done it before. Be a lot nicer if I didn't have to rely on the damn extruder though. So I can actually flush it out instead of gently push it out. Oh, that is a hard jam. Oh man, that is a hard jam. Oh, I could feel it is not happy. Yeah, that ain't doing shit. I'm feeding this filament while I'm pushing it down, and it's just. Yep, and there goes the front. And it broke off. Sweet, okay. Yeah, it's. I got a feeling she's dead, Jim. Servicing this thing is so bloody annoying. Like, for all they do to make it better in certain aspects, and other aspects it's just annoying. Like, I swear, the more you know about printers, the more you don't like the way the Bamboo does things. Come on. Okay, let's just do the giveaway. We'll do the giveaway and call it the end of the stream because that is going to be annoying to fix. Now I'm going to have to tear it apart. At least it's ABS, so I can just chuck the whole thing in a vat of acetone and let it dissolve, and hopefully it doesn't damage the. Okay, so if you haven't entered for your chance to win some filament from Polymaker. Your next chance would probably be tomorrow if we do a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, or correction, Christmas Eve. I don't know what we're doing as a family yet. I don't know if there's any last minute things I gotta do or whatnot. So there's a chance there won't be a stream until next Tuesday. We'll see. We will see. No guarantees, just be on the lookout. Torch the nozzle. I'm not going to torch the nozzle. Oh yeah, it's a hard jam. It's a hard jam. Like you could just feel the filament just go. It's not. Okay. Give me a number between I don't know and why isn't my Bamboo working? Somebody give me a number between that and that. 5. 5 works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's going to be this line right there. Oh man, this is super annoying. So congratulations to Crazy Ketos. Congratulations to Crazy Ketos. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. Congratulations! Golf claps, everyone. Golf claps in chat. Why are you... This stupid machine. Come on. Oh, I got something. Something came with it. No, I want 290, not 2. There you go. Heat up to 290. Something came with it. There's... I don't know if that's in focus. Is that in focus? I gotta go like down here. Something came with it that time. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see if it'll work this time. Okay. Come on. I mean, at least it's Friday. Nope, nope, it's still jammed. Okay, well, I'll let it. Man, that is super annoying. No, it's not metal. It's like, I don't know. Can I get a picture of it? I got a picture of it. Okay, we're gonna call it there because I gotta go get the little guy from school now and I gotta deal with that. So shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament that we gave out this stream and every stream. Links for them and more in the video description. Check them out. Affiliate link doesn't cost you any extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. And for those that became members of the channel, gifted memberships to others, or donated to the channel, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. Just be aware tomorrow there might not be a stream. We'll see. Right now it's looking like there will be. It's just there. If you don't see a stream pop up, that we're not having a stream. Simple as that. I want this shirt. It's a pay money Wubby shirt and it was exclusive, so I don't think you can buy them anymore. Because this was part of the meta threads one, not all the drama with that. But yeah, so, and don't forget, next Saturday is the New Year's Eve hangout and chill and giveaway stream. And then for the rest of you, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, crazy Kwanzaa, or whatever else other holidays are going on. That's a Simpsons joke. I don't know if anyone's even gonna get that Simpsons joke. But anyways, tip-top to y'all. We're gonna call it there. If this finishes successfully, I'll post a picture of it on Twitter and the Discord and whatnot. But yeah, it's Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Hopefully everything's packed, and I will see you in the future at some point, because this is my job, so of course you're gonna see me at some point. Goodbye. I just took my noise canceling headphones out, and this machine is loud as shit. This fan is loud. I'm just realizing that now. I've had noise canceling the whole stream. Okay, you're gonna watch the intro again. Bye.